Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Snetterton on this Wednesday night for the THR Racing Touring Car League. I'm your commentator for tonight, taking you through the whole 2 hours of coverage. Should be in store for plenty of action tonight, and should be up for some good, entertaining racing all throughout the grid. Bringing you first, we have the Ginetta cars, the GT5 Ginettas, all thanks to our sponsor for this event, the Register Ginetta Junior Championship. Just a quick rundown of the championship. Louis Matt leads it with a 2-point gap from Little Leach. Tyler House in third, Gary 131 fourth, Ben Phelan 97 in fifth, Holty 009, NJ 83, TMLS 45, Deeks 45, Dean Wysocki, Alfie 2499, Don't Know Mate, Monkey Boy, Peaceful Explosion, Swim Dens, Little Trev, and BW Racing. On the grid tonight, a new runner, Mazda 917, will be joining us on the grid tonight, hoping to try and pick up some points and do as best as he can so far. What we'll do is we'll go on board though Louis Matt, current championship leader, and we'll go through a lap of the circuit as he's coming towards the back end of the track. Hope you can join us for the whole coverage tonight. Hope everybody is there. Smithy's on up the Little Leach ready. Sutty Apex going to be good. Come on the Little Leach. A lot of Little Leach supporters on tonight. Can he take that championship lead away from Louis Matt? That will be the question. Get your comments in and guess your prediction for who could win the first race. As Louis Matt comes round the final corner and down the main straight to start his first flying lap. Just a 5-minute qualifying, so it's important here on such a long lap to get your lap in and make sure you can do it right. As we head down the main straight into turn 1 at Richards, sorry. Just a slight touch on the brake as he goes around the first corner, just down 1 gear. Heading into Montreal, the chicane. Nice on the brakes. Oh, just probably runs a little wide on exit there. Bit of lag. Do apologise. We are lagging with Louis Matt, so we'll just change this over to Monkey Boy. Louis Matt seems to have had a bit of lag there. Monkey Boy out the Montreal hairpin then, and as we go round the left-hander of Palmer's, Louis Matt has just disconnected. Hopefully he can rejoin in time. Championship leader, that is. So through Palmer we go. We head down to Agostini. Like I say, such an important, crucial time to get qualifying done in this 5 minutes. It is a 2-minute so lap in these cars. So if you're out early enough, the chance of possibly 2 laps, if not 1. There's a Ben Phelan fan in the chat. Tin Top Racing UK, nice of you to join us again. As Monkey Boys goes down Oggies and heads towards Williams. Gently on the throttle, and he comes round the corner. Down the Bentley straight then. As you look for the quickish left of Brundle before hitting the brakes hard for Nelson. As you see Monkey Boy on the brake early. Can you get it stopped and turned in? Probably just a bit too slow and a bit too wide there, too much over the curb as he goes around Nelson. Now the long right-hander, it never seems to end around the bomb hole. Monkey Boy seeming to do well here. The first lap time in, and Gary does a 2:04.712. Okay, Gary continues some of his form that he brought from Alton Park last week as Monkey Boy round Murray, sorry, do apologise. And he's down the main straight. What will his time be? And a 2:11.121. So bit of time to be made probably for Monkey Boy, you'd say, but Gary with an impressive lap so far, a 2:04.712. Tyler a second off that, and Gary runs wide. That's him off that will be the end of his qualifying. Tyler, Louis Matt joined. Hopefully he can compete in this race. Little Leach has put it on pole by just a tenth, and that's his time done. That's his lap done. Back on board with Tyler. He's got that chance of a second lap. Tyler very quick, only 11 points behind Louis Matt and only 9 points behind Little Leach. Louis Matt left the session again. Oh dear, that's not good for Louis Matt's chances today. That's Tyler round. Coming on to Williams to go onto the Bentley straight. Got to find a second from somewhere. 1.2 to just try and catch Gary at 1.3 to try and get ahead of Little Leach and take pole position. NJ in 4th at the minute, Holty 5th, Mazda the new boy in 6th, Monkey Boy 7th. That's either Dean or Deeks in 8th and TMLS in 9th. And we'll get down the rest of the runners in just a moment. I think Tyler's backed off there. It was Swimfins in 11th. Deeks is still on a lap. He hasn't set a lap time yet. So that's Dean Wisocki in 8th. Has Ben not done a time yet neither? No, Ben not done a time neither. So he obviously didn't get a lap in. Neither did Peaceful Explosion. But Deeks seems to be on a second lap. Tyler pitted. And there's Deeks. There's another car in front of Deeks. I think, I can't quite see who that is, who look like they're on laps. And Deeks comes round the final corner. Oh, probably takes a bit too much of that curb there, but can Deeks put a time on the board? If so, where does it put him? And Deeks goes P4. So a fantastic lap there from Deeks to go 4th. Absolutely outstanding. So that's good qualifying complete. Nice, short and simple there. And we'll run you through the leader. So Little Leach 774 takes a fantastic pole position, just beating Gary 131 out by a tenth. Tyler House a bit further back. Deeks, who got that one lap in 4th. NJ 5th, Holty 6th, Mazda 7th, Monkey Boy 8th, Dean Wisocki 9th, TMLS 10th, Swimfins 11th, Ben Phelan didn't set a time in 12th, Peaceful Explosion the same in 13th, Alfie 2499 in 14th. Again, no time set. Louis Matt not able to set a time there. Little Leach and Gary really said in a statement early. Tyler over a second behind. The revs rise. The red lights come on. And we're off for the first round of the Register Ginetta Junior Championship. And a good start from Tyler, straight through the middle of Gary and Little Leach there. That was an absolutely fantastic start from him. And he has the inside into turn 1 as Little Leach will have to go out the outside. And Gary looks to sneak through with Tyler there. And does so up the inside. He'll have the inside for the hairpin. Good defending there from Tyler early on, trying to hold his lead. As we go round Montreal, a few cars obviously running wide, trying to stay out of the way. Little Leach dropped back then, and as you can see, Gary challenging Tyler, but Tyler will have the inside into Oggy's. Palmer, sorry. And does so side-by-side action all the way down this straight. Gary and Tyler, this is absolutely fantastic here. Into Agostini, and Gary tries to close the door on Tyler a bit there. Rubin's racing, they say, and this is allowing Little Leach back up the inside. Tyler looking to defend and cut him off early though. Gary looking to keep it there around the outside. He will, if he can stay there, he'll be inside for the next corner, and he does. Tyler not able to defend it from there. Always Little Leach tried to follow through on the inside. Now, question is, slipstream important down this straight. Where will Tyler look to set Gary up? It's clean so far. Everybody seems to have got away well as Little Leach looks to the outside of Tyler on the Bentley straight. Little Leach, the pole man, dropped back to 3rd. And look at the slipstream take effect. Look at how quick they catch Gary. And that catches Little Leach out, I think, there. Oh, when straight lines this... Oh, and he's gone. Little Leach has lost it. How unfortunate, but Tyler and Gary still battling. NJ in there in fourth. Ben Phelan has come from the back of the grid into fourth place. That is a fantastic first lap for him. Things starting to settle down. Is that Dean Wysocki at the back of the grid, or is that Dietz? Because Dietz qualified fourth. It's Dean Wysocki, unfortunately. As we go back to the action at the front, look at this. Ben Phelan all over the back of NJ here, and it's fourth for the lead at the minute. New boy Mazda in fifth. He'll want to get onto the back of these guys. Ben Phelan pulls out. He will have the inside into the first corner at Richards. He pulls back in, doesn't fancy it there this time round. So clean is NJ around the outside of Tyler, and oh, he's lost it and into Ben. Oh, they've both rolled it. They're on their roofs, and Mazda takes full advantage and gets second place on his first outing. Holt's third. What happened to Tyler? He must have got caught in that. He ended up off as well. NJ's got back going in fourth. Tyler fifth. Peaceful Explosion sixth under pressure from Deeks, who seems to have dropped back a bit from where he qualified in fourth. Alfie in 8th, Monkey Boy in 9th, TMLS in 10th, Little Leach up to 11th after his spin on lap 1. Dean Wysocki just goes up into 10th. Ben Phelan obviously got back going, he's 13th, and Swimfin's in 14th place, unfortunately. So Gary out in front, 2.8 second gap from Mazda. Like I say, the new boy in this week. Holty in 3rd, and NJ. I didn't quite see if NJ lost it on his own, and that caught Tyler and Ben. Oh, and Tyler's gone round behind him, and that'll give Deeks another. Oh, Deeks has gone as well. Oh, they're both off at the same corner, and there's places to gain for everybody at the minute. Deeks is back on track in P7, and Tyler's back on. He's down into P11. It's gone horribly wrong here so far. Tyler qualified so well in 3rd, and it's just gone horribly wrong. Little Leach back up to 8th after his fantastic qualifying, but it's Gary out front. Managed to do Tyler and Little Leach early on, and Gary has gone. He's 3.5 seconds away from the next car on track. Peaceful Explosion, and I think Deeks has gone off again somewhere, because, yeah, Deeks has gone off again. So not going well. Dean Wysocki and Swimfin's. And is that Ben? Yeah, Ben struggling well behind the pack here. TMLS in 11th has just got Tyler in front of him. Deeks with Monkey Boy just behind after he returns from the grass. And another, he's gone wide again, and Tyler takes advantage of Monkey Boy, a bit slow out of the final corner, and Tyler has running him down the straight, tucks inside. He knows the slipstream, how powerful it can be down the straight here. And what can Tyler do? Will he pull out into turn 1? And there's been a problem for Gary. He's dropped back to 3rd place, and all of a sudden the new boy is in the lead. Mazda 917 leads here on his debut race. Holty up into 2nd. Gary has made a mistake somewhere. He's dropped 3 seconds back. This could have I tell you what, the championship leaders not going well for them so far. Louis Matt had trouble with connection issues. Little Leach, Gary, Ben and Tyler all having problems themselves. So for the new boy out in front, he has a 3-second gap so far. Only came into the league last night. So what a debut this would be for him. As we go back to Monkey Boy with Deeks, a good bit of a battle here. Tyler has managed to pass Monkey Boy. Deeks did the 1-lap qualifying, got up into P4, and down past Monkey Boy he goes. Could overtake that from Deeks. He's just got to concentrate now and get back to it. Tyler just in front, Little Leach in front of Tyler. Well up the road though, a good 5 seconds up the road. We're down under 10 minutes. In fact, we're closer to the 9-minute mark. It's been all action in the first 5-6 minutes here at Snetterton. And I have to say, what a topsy-turvy league this is. Gary has passed Holty, and in fact is well past. So did Holty make a mistake there? Adam 2.9 in front. Gary very quick. We know how quick Gary can be. We saw last week Gary was quite dominant. He's got trying to catch the new man. With 8 minutes 30 seconds left on the clock. It's been all go, and it's been frantic in this first race. Alfie has Little Leach just behind him as we come down the straight. Now to Murray's down the straight we go. And can Little Leach start to just damage limitation? With Louis Matt not being able to take part in this race, Little Leach probably just needs a handful of points to take the championship lead, but he'll obviously want to pull out more of a gap on Louis Matt than that. Looks to pass Alfie now, doesn't do it there into turn one, thinks better of it. Will he set him up for the hairpin of Montreal? Now again, just trying to take his time. There's still 8 minutes remaining here, and he can be patient to try and pick up as many points. He probably knows the wind's not there at the moment, but knows there's more points on offer if he just bides his time and takes his time. Swimfin's well behind the rest of the pack, unfortunately for him. Dean Wasaki as well, quite a way back. Ben Phelan is gaining it to the back of Peaceful Explosion as Alfie's off. It just seemed to lose it on his own there, and that's let Little Leach into 5th. Now, can he catch NJ? NJ, 2-second gap. Obviously, it was the crash with NJ. No, it wasn't. That was Ben. I do apologise. It was Little Leach earlier who lost it towards the end of the trek. Can he catch NJ and try and put pressure on him? Because if he catches NJ, Holty's right in front. Gary up front with Mazda 2 seconds behind. Closing in ever so slightly. Catching's one thing, passing is another. These two, though, 10 seconds in front of anybody else. Absolutely fantastic drive from these two boys. Down towards Ben Phelan at the back. He is catching Peaceful Explosion back here. And looking to put some more pressure on. Again, for Ben, this is just about how many points he can take from this. Because he's been unfortunate. Ben could have tried to close the gap. He's 37 points off of Louis Matt in this championship. And Ben, not the start he would have wanted here this evening. As we go further forward, TMLS and Deeks together. TMLS just going off there. So that wasn't TMLS, that was Monkey Boy who went off. I apologise to TMLS there, do apologise about that. Tyler catching to the back of Alfie. We know how aggressive Tyler can be. Can Tyler put the pressure on, put the squeeze on? With 6 minutes remaining, the gap between Gary and Mazda though down under a second, and this could be crucial for Mazda here. How good can he defend? How good can he keep Gary behind him? Under 6 minutes remaining in this race, so still a fair way to go for these two. I don't think there's enough time for Gary to just take second place yet. Whereas behind, NJ, Holty, Little Leach, this is the battle to watch at the minute as the three of them look to... This is for the final podium place, so I suppose for Little Leach and Holty, they're trying to pass NJ. Up the inside goes Holty, has a look, NJ gives him plenty of room and gets the job done. And Little Leach tries to follow through, a bit of a touch there between Little Leach and NJ, but Little Leach through, has that damage causing too much for NJ. Little Leach looking quick here, is NJ going to have a look? Back, looks up the inside on the brakes. No, thinks better of it. Bit of lag there you can see from Little Leach. The car just not moving quite right. But they've gapped Little Leach now just ever so slightly. Gapped NJ, I apologise. And Little Leach all over the back of Holty. This is for the final podium position. While out front, it's half a second that separates Gary and Mazda now. And Gary looking to get it on. Keegs Mazda, new to the league tonight. Replaced, I do believe, don't know mates, not taking part anymore, so Mazda replaced him and having a good outing here on his first race. But Gary looking to take that win back. We didn't see what mistake or what happened to Gary early on for him to drop back to third, but he's putting the pressure on Mazda. And for Gary at the moment, with 4.5 minutes remaining, there's still probably 2, maybe 3 laps left. This being one of them, of course. We go back to Little Leach and Holty. As you can see, Little Leach all over the back, pulls out of the slipstream. He will have the pace going down the straight, looking to go around the inside of Richards. And can he make it stick? If he keeps it there, he'll have the inside for Montreal as well. He does well. Now, how does he defend? Doesn't defend, chooses to take the normal racing line. And does Holty come back? No, thinks better of it, stays behind for now. Little Leach back onto the podium after a terrible first lap. I don't think he is Keegs. I think Mazda is going to be using his own points. I don't think he's going to be using don't know mates. You'll have to double check with Tyler about that. And Holty runs wide, and that allows NJ the chance to come back at him. Good race for Holty, this strong race. NJ up is inside, and that's 4th place. A mistake from Holty. Can he get it back together in time? Where's Tyler? Up to 6th, but a bit behind these two. Probably not enough time for him to catch him. Ben up to 9th. Deeks, who qualified 4th, he's dropped back down to 10th. Unfortunately, but the gap up front is 2/10. And Gary's probably got the slipstream here as we go down the Bentley straight in towards Brundle and Nelson. There is a back marker behind us. Will he get out the way? Oh, seems to block Adam. And Gary up the inside. They've split the back marker. Gary tucks back in behind Adam. The back marker didn't do Adam any favours here. I do believe that is swim fins at the back of the pack. And if so, oh, such terrible luck. Dean Wasocki has passed Peaceful Explosion further back. They look a bit close battling, as does Alfie and Ben. And obviously Holty and NJ, but this is the battle we want. The battle for the lead at the moment as we come to cross the line. This time round will probably be the final lap. May manage to sneak an extra one in after. But for Gary, drop back to 3rd, and it's all about trying to close that gap and make the move on Adam. The question is when does he think about doing it? Where does he think about doing it? Question could also be, does he think about doing it? His second good points for him, but he's looking up the inside of Montreal, and Adam covers it off well there and breaks. Forces Gary to take the wider line, but does he? He does the switch back. Adam and Gary, I think they touch it. Gary's round. Oh, that's the race gone. Can Little Each capitalise? I don't think he will, but I think that's the race for Gary gone there. I think they just slightly touched each other there. And Adam will take the win probably now on his debut, all being well to him. Gary manages to keep it in front of Little Each by about 5 seconds. Oh, so heartbreaking for Gary there. Had the win in sights, didn't manage to take it. We go further back. Alfie looking racy with Ben Phelan and Monkey Boy. Then further back. Oh, and he's gone round again, Alfie. Oh, it's just not been your day, mate, so far. Peaceful Explosion has passed Dean Wasocki again. Swim fins at the back of the grid. At least he's still going. Good on you, mate. Well done. It's been all action in this first race so far. I don't know about you guys, but I've thoroughly enjoyed this. And it's Mazda out in front by 10 seconds. Who'd have thought this on his debut? Deeks and TMLS, you can see there with the penalties, their numbers in red. I think Mazda, will just cross the line with just enough time to do one more lap. Gary has plenty of time in front of Little Each, who's picked up 3rd place. He's done well to come back from that first lap incident. Thank you, Sutty. Glad you're enjoying the commentary so far. Nervous before tonight. Adam will cross the line, so he will cross the line, and this will be the fastest, the last lap of the race. 10 seconds. My word, what must he be feeling on his debut? Where are we? Holty and NJ still close for 4th. Monkey Boy, Alfie and Deeks battling it out. As we can see here, this is for 9th place. Deeks on the outside, Alfie there. They've both made plenty of mistakes. Deeks cuts back, and he's probably lost a bit of time there as due to that. Dean Wasocki, I notice, has passed Peaceful Explosion again, and has TMLS 2 seconds up the road. And these are only on the Bentley straight, so these have another lap to go from here. So for Dean Wasocki, the 2 seconds to TMLS could be doable. TMLS, surely he's got that covered for now, though, with 1 lap to go. Peaceful Explosion probably looking to catch Dean Wasocki. Swim fins, he's been there. At least he's kept going throughout, mate. Well done. Well done for just staying with us. Tyler House has passed Holty, who looks like he's had a problem. Ben Phelan passes Holty. So more points for Tyler and Ben in this race then. After what you can say has been a terrible race for these two guys today. But out front, it's Adam coming round Williams onto the Bentley straight. It's Mazda, I apologise, coming round Williams onto the Bentley straight. The new man, the debutant, qualified mid-pack and probably thought that's probably where he'd end up finishing. We know, we've seen in the 4 weeks before this how good Ben and Little Each, Louis, Matt, Gary, NJ and Tyler all are. Accidents and problems for them, and this man's managed to capitalise as he comes round the bomb hole into Coram. Brakes for Murray's Just got to be easy. Don't make a mistake. You've got a 15-second gap. Little Leach has done Gary behind, as we can see. I think Gary's had a problem. He's losing a lot of time, but it will be a win out for the new man on his debut in the THR Touring Car League in the Regesta Ginetta Junior Championship. Well done, Mazda 917. We didn't see what happened to Gary further back, but Little Leach, after his first lap incident, will come home and take a second place. Absolutely fantastic result for him in terms of points in the championship. Don't forget, Louis Mack didn't take part in this race, so points for Little Leach. Gary will take a third. I'm sure he won't be happy with that, but he'll take the points. Close, and Tyler's done NJ on the final corner of the final lap. Absolutely fantastic. I didn't think Tyler was going to manage a fourth place. He's done NJ. Can Ben get NJ? Oh, he's done him, NJ, down to 6th on the final straight. Absolute scenes. Holty in 7th. Monkey Boy in 8th. That'll be Swimfins as well, coming through to finish in 14th. What a race. Alfie in 9th. Oh, I've got to catch my breath. Alfie slowing down and Deeks passes. Oh dear. Well, that's just silly. Alfie's turned into Deeks. Deeks will claim the position of 9th. Alfie 10th. Dean Wasocki, if he gets a move on, because Alfie hasn't crossed the line yet. Dean Wasocki has passed TMLS. And Dean Wasocki could be on for a top 10 place here. And I think he's going to get it. He does. Alfie and then TMLS. TMLS does Alfie on penalties. So Dean managing to sneak into the top 10 because Alfie had a bit of a weird moment there. Peaceful Explosion in 13th. What an absolute cracking third race. So rundown, Mazda 917 with his first win on his debut, Little Leach in 2nd, Gary 131 3rd, Tyler House 4th, Ben Phelan 5th, NJ 6th, Holty 7th, Monkey Boy in 8th, Deeks 9th, Dean Wasocki on the straight taking 10th, TMLS 11th, Peaceful Explosion 12th, Alfie down to 13th after that moment of madness at the end, and Swimfins brings up the rear. Tyler on the last corner, absolutely brilliant, and Ben to do NJ. I don't know what happened to NJ at the end. But absolutely cracking drive from Tyler and Ben to get a 4th and 5th. Little Leach in 3rd. Absolute brilliant stuff in the Regista Ginetta Junior Championship. Absolute brilliant. Me and JPH last week said that you get a crazy first 5 minutes, a quiet middle 5 minutes, and then a crazy end to the race. That was just crazy throughout. The whole 15 minutes, absolutely brilliant. People asking just for a bit longer qualifying. I do think 5 minutes is a bit short here, but we'll see what happens. Obviously, Tyler in charge of that. Unlucky there, Ben. Great recovery drive, though. Absolute fantastic first race there. And for the new man, a win. Can he carry that form into the Tin Top Racing UK Clio Cup? The Tin Top Racing guys in the Twitch stream. Glad to see you here again for this one. Don't know what happened to Alfie at the end of the race. Had a bit of a brain fart at the end of the race. Caught Deeks. Dean managed to capitalise and get a top 10. Action throughout, and I have to say, it's never a dull moment watching these cars. It's never a dull moment watching this league. It's fantastic run. Great driving throughout. Into the Renault Clios we go. The Tin Top Racing UK boys will be watching this one closely, I do imagine. Nice, the Tin Top Trophy UK guys there. Nicely, kindly donating a trophy and one of their caps for each of the class winners. So that's nice, and Tyler announcing that it will be a 10-minute qualifying from here on forwards. I'm not sure what JPH's plans are or what he's doing in terms of the future for this. Just a bit of a break. The countdown begins and we're about ready to start what will now be a 10-minute qualifying here. We know the Clios are fun. If they're as fun as that first race was, you're going to be in for an absolute treat. Hope you guys are all staying safe during obviously the bad times at the moment, and THR, brilliant to them to bring us this league while obviously the lockdown and things continue. We've picked a very good time to start this league, I must say. Get your predictions in then. First of all, let's have a guess who will be up there for qualifying. Who do we think is going to be on pole position in qualifying? Get your comments in the chat. Let's have a look and see who will get their pole position in qualifying. Give you a rundown of the championship. So for the Tin Top Racing UK Clio Cup, Tyler House leads the way, 14-point gap to Ben Phelan. Little Leach back in third, Louis Mapp fourth, NJ fifth, Gary sixth. Little Trev up in 7th, Holty 8th, TMLS 9th, Deeks 10th, Don't Know Mate 11th, Monkey Boy in 12th, Dean Wisocki 13th, Alfie 2499 in 14th, Peaceful Explosion 15th, Swim Dens 16th, and BW Racing 17th. I think it's only fair to go on board with the championship leader. We'll just let them get around the track first. The predictions in for this qualifying then, guys. NJ for the pole says Smithy, Sooty Apex, Gary, NJ, Tyler or Little Leach. Well said there, Tin Top, U Racing UK, Louis Mapp back on the server. Hopefully he's sorted his connection problems out. Couldn't take part in the Ginetta Junior Championship, but he's back for this one. Keeks reckons Little Leach will win this one. Let's see, we've got to get qualifying out of the way first and then we'll see what happens from there. So Tyler, a nice gap in this championship of 14 points. Can he extend that today? Will Ben try and close the gap? Will any of the other guys, obviously Gary, NJ, Louis Matt, will they try and close the gap as well? For Tyler, it's about stretching that championship though here in the Clios. Ah, lovely. The back end sliding all over. Smithy reckons Gary 131 or Tyler. As let's go through a lap of the Tin Top Racing UK Renault Clio Cup. He comes out of Murray's and down the start straight Tyler goes, ready to start his lap in an extended 10-minute qualifying. In 5th as he breaks into Richards there, look, just down one gear, using that back end just to slightly come out a bit and get him around the corner onto the straight into Montreal. Where does he brake? Brakes at the 2-meter board. Car up, he's inside. That might not help Tyler's qualifying. Battling in qualifying. We thought we had battling in the race. We're battling for track position in qualifying here as Tyler breaks into Palmer. Again, letting the back end just come out ever so slightly just to help him get around the final part of the corner. As we head down to Agostini. Again, on the brakes. Down to second gear. Just a bit of half throttle as he comes out the exit to the corner. Full throttle applied. Coming up to Hamilton. Just a little lift off there, lets the back end come out just to get it round the corner. Into second gear as we come round Oggies. Kind of like the double ride with a small straight in between into Williams before heading onto the Bentley straight. Coming down the Bentley straight, if Tyler can do the car in front. As you can see there, look, staying in the slipstream, trying to eke out every bit of speed he can get of this Renault Clio. The question is, can he get a move done? He looks to have. Oh, he's got a bit of a touch here from the car on his inside, but still going strong here is Tyler. As we come through Brundle and Nelson then into the Bommel. This right-hander just never seems to stop. Tyler having to lift off slightly there due to the car in front. Round Coram, brake hard into Murray's. Oh, the car in front spawn catches Tyler. That'll ruin him a bit, but he's got enough time now to get another lap in. Unfortunately for Tyler, this first lap, it'll still be probably quick, but not as quick as it'll probably liked. And we cross the line. It's a 2:07.4. Louis Matt in front at a 2:06. Little Each has put in a 2:05. TMLS a 2:10. So Little Each again on pole at the minute by a second to Louis Matt. Gary again within a tenth of Little Each at 2:05.6. As Deeks comes down the start straight, Peaceful Explosion a 2:10. Deeks goes up to 5th at the minute. There's Monkey Boy. Car in front of him. Monkey Boy looks to have a bit of damage already. What's his time going to be? Holty's gone 5th with a 2:08. Monkey Boy, NJ goes 9th at the minute. That's not good from him. Monkey Boy didn't get a lap in. Dean Wasocki side by side down the straight here. Who's that with? That's Maz. So Dean Wasocki a 2:11.1 and Mazda a 2:16. So problems for Mazda and NJ. Monkey Boy obviously not being able to set a time. Swimfin's coming around the top of the track now. Hopefully can get a time in. Ben not set a time neither, nor has Alfie. But out front so far then it's Little Each on pole, provisional pole with 4 minutes to go. A 10th ahead of Gary. And with a 10-minute qualifying now, there is time you can find. You've got a chance to get a couple more laps in than normal. Don't quite know that was running wide. Little Each coming around the corner though. No one seems to have improved yet. Swimfins has gone 12 for 2:31. As Little Each round to final corner, that's Louis Matt, I do believe, in front. Tyler has obviously managed to pass Louis Matt then. Will Tyler be able to set any better time? 1.9 off the leaders so far. Tyler goes provisional pole at 2:05.4. Little Each can't go any better. So Tyler by 0.016 on provisional pole with 3 minutes remaining. Little Each in second, Gary third, Louis Matt in fourth, Holty fifth, Deeks in sixth, TMLS seventh, Peaceful Explosion eighth, Dean Wasocki ninth, NJ 10th, Mazda 11th, Swimfins 12th. Monkey Boy, Ben and Alfie not set a time yet. Surely Ben's not starting from the back of the grid again to come forward like he did in the first race. As NJ puts it on pole with a 2:05.3. An absolute outstanding lap there from NJ. And the top three not even covered by a 10th. That's how close these guys are at the minute. Gary's only 2/10ths back. So the top four all covered by under half a second. That's absolutely fantastic. Cracking lap from NJ, sorry. Ben, the only guy to not do a time now, as Alfie goes 13th. What's going on with NJ? He's just put in an absolute flyer. Just teasing you all and saving it till the last minute, NJ. As you saw from the split there, he was also up on his time. What a lap from NJ that was. That was brilliant. Ben still not got a lap in as we're down under 2 minutes to go. 1 minute 48 seconds to go. And the top three still only covered by a 10th of a second. An absolute cracking qualifying session. This is car nicely moves out of the way for NJ there. Well done. Nice to see if you're not going to be able to get a lap in, you're moving out of the way for the quicker guys. Was it last week at Alton Park where NJ absolutely dominated the Clios? I do believe it was. A tenth of a second. This could be a good race, and I think NJ just might have lost a bit of time through there. The car behind definitely has. He's gone round. 1 minute 4 left. Is there any more time to be found? Did NJ lose out on that lap there by touching that curb? Louis Matt's gone into 5th, and now the top 5 drivers are covered by less than half a second. This is absolutely fantastic. If the race is to go anything to go by, this will be brilliant. Ben has done a time. He's into P9 with a 2:08.9. And what does NJ do here? Nope, doesn't go quicker. So still a 2:05.391 for NJ. Where's the winner from the last race? Mazda. Down in 13th at the minute. Obviously can't get this car. Oh, he's gone off at the final corner. Where's Ben? Ben's here. Look, just coming through Agostini towards Hamilton. What's Ben got to do to get a bit of a quicker lap timing? He's obviously going to want to be closer to Tyler at the front so he can try and close the gap in terms of points. NJ's 5th in the championship. He's 51 points behind. Could he be the man to start to pull some points back in this final half of the season? Absolutely fantastic. The first 5 guys, half a second. TMLS has pitted, so that's his qualifying done. Anybody crossing the line now? There's a car going slow. Hopefully he doesn't get in Ben's way. With a flash of the lights there for Ben. He's coming. Could you please kindly stay wide? And he does. He moves out of the way well there. That's nice. Nice to see. So there is 2 cars before Ben. Who else is in the pits? Mazda in the pits. So the winner from last time out. Someone's gone grass trekking across the corner there. And Ben Phelan round the final corner and down the start-finish straight. What will the time be? Any quicker than P9? Can he put it on closer to Tyler for the championship? Goes P4. And Gary, Gary, what a lap! The top 6 guys covered by 0.6 of a second. Gary's done a 2:05.072, 0.3 quicker than NJ. Where has that come from? NJ round the final corner. Does he have anything in the locker to take pole position away from Gary? Monkey Boy in the pit, so his qualifying's over as well. Can NJ find anything here? No, didn't find anything there. Is Tyler's done. What a lap from Gary there. Right at the last second. Gary on pole. Gary seems up for it tonight. Obviously, probably should have had that race win in the first race, but lost it coming out of Montreal. Had settled for second. Is this his race now? Tyler 4th. Ben. The top 6 guys covered by 0.6 of a second. That's close. That's fantastic. It's a further 2 seconds back to anyone after that, to Holty. Then you look at Holty, Deeks, Monkey Boy, they're all separated by just a couple of tenths. Great lap indeed, Keegs and Tyler. Tin Top Racing. So the qualifying standings: Gary 131, NJ 83, Tyler House 97, Little Each P4, P5 for Ben Phelan, 6th for Louis Matt, 7th is Holty 009, Deeks 45 in 8th, Monkey Boy in 9th, Peaceful Explosion in 10th, 11th place for Alfie 2499, TMLS 313 in 12th, Dean Wisocki in 13th, Mazda 917, the Ginetta race winner in 14th, a lot of work for him to do, and Swimfins in 15th. As the Tin Top Racing UK guys just say, the top 6 in the qualifying are the top 6 in the league. Gary and NJ 5th and 6th. Then when they start on the front row, with the second row being the championship leader, and then third place Little Each, and then the third row Ben Phelan in second and Louis Matt in 4th in the championship. So it's really mixed up. Now, little Trev tonight, I've noticed, unfortunately. He's doing well in 7th in the championship. He's not here tonight, unfortunately. We're on the grid. We're ready to go. It's Gary on pole. 3 red lights. We're off. We're racing, and it's a cracking start from NJ. Gary didn't get off the line well, neither. Tyler gets away good. Is that Ben? Yep, Ben. Tyler looking to defend early on from Ben, and this could be interesting going into turn 1. We've already got 2 cars off in the background. Do the front runners make it through cleanly? Yes, so it's NJ away in first. Tyler second. Ben up to third. Car off in the background. He's gone way, way off. Gary fourth. Little Leach fifth. Holty sixth. Louis Matt lost a couple of places. Holty up to fifth. Let's see what happens coming out the Montreal hairpin. We've got 2 in the background off. It's Gary and Ben up the inside. Good move from Ben. Gary he didn't get off the line well at all there. Louis Matt will be looking behind him. Tyler defends early. These two we seen last week, what Tyler and Ben, how they race and what they're capable of. NJ got a flying start, and it's Tyler up the inside. And NJ's gone. No, he's back on the timing screen now. He went off the screen a second there and off the timing screen. And I thought Tyler had taken the lead for some reason. But he's there. Tyler up into second. Ben third. A cracking start for these front runners. All coming through. Louis Matt in sixth. Little Leach is the one that lost out. He's dropped back down to ninth. Tyler will have the slipstream on NJ. When does NJ look to defend? Where does he look to defend? Tyler pulls out to the left-hand side. Down the straight. Tyler has the speed from the slipstream. They break into Brundle and Nelson. Tyler takes the lead, and NJ wide slightly. Oh, a touch from Ben. And is NJ round now? He's kept it. There's a car off. It is NJ. He's on top of Ben there. Oh, and another incident at the corner, and NJ's race. What a start, and it's just gone wrong for him. Monkey Boy up into third. What a cracking start for him. Ben has Dean Wasocki all over the back of him. Dean Wasocki in 5th place here, having a fantastic run out so far. Break into the corner. Ben can't keep hold of it. Louis Matt behind Dean Wasocki, Ulti behind him. I think Louis Matt has the pace in the straight line. And at the minute, it's been carnage again, this first start of the race. Louis Matt looking up the inside of Dean. Dean gives him plenty of space. That's Holty behind. Good race for Dean so far here. Up front, though, Gary back in second as Tyler now leads. Gary all over the back of Tyler around the Montreal hairpin. Gary all over the back of Tyler in the slipstream. Probably pulls out to the wrong side. Good defending from Tyler. Can Gary do him around the outside? He has. Think Tyler may have a slowdown penalty there. He's dropped back a little bit. Monkey Boy up to third. This is a fantastic, strong start for him. Oh, car off in the background. Didn't quite see who that was. It was Dean Wasocki. Only loses the 1 place to Holty. Little Eat has dropped to 8th. NJ in 10th after that fantastic start. Just looking up the inside of TMLS. TMLS gives him room. And NJ gets the job done there. So, Ginetta race winner, Maz in 11th. Deeks 12th. Alfie 13th. Peaceful Explosion in 14th. And Swimfins, he's there. Oh, just gone off. Bless him. He's in 15th. He's still with us. Monkey Boy being put under some pressure from Louis Matt and Ben. Oh, in fact, he's made a mistake, and Louis Matt and Ben just fly by quite easily. On board with Louis Matt. Ben 3/10 behind, will be in the slipstream, and you can see the effect of the slipstream working. You can see how fast he's catching him. Nothing this time around from Ben. Bit of an action further behind. That's NJ, and NJ's round again. Same corner. Oh, he's hold it well. Oh, action. 2 wheels at the background from Deeks. Mazda around the outside. That's a brave move. NJ rubbing him a bit there. Mazda loses out to Deeks, and in the end, it's gone horribly wrong for NJ today. Little Each down in 8th. He's past TMLS. He's heading up to Dean Wasocki now. And what does Dean do here then? Little Each obviously really quick, being towards the back end of the championship. Just squeezing Little Each to the grass there. Just keeping the inside. Does Dean Little Each round the outside? That's a cracking move from Little Each round the outside of Dean Wasocki into turn 1. Absolutely fantastic. As Tyler, 8/10 back from Gary then. Looking to apply some pressure. 10 minutes remaining. And again, the first 5 minutes, it's been all go. We go further back. Dean Wysocki under pressure from NJ. There he is. Little Leach looking at Holty. Oh, and Dean Wysocki's round. I don't know if he lost it. Oh, and they touch again, and NJ's off again. Does he keep hold of it? No. Oh, he's over. Oh, for NJ, his race has gone from bad to worse today. Oh, after a fantastic start. Deeks all over the back of Dean Wysocki now. Mazda up into 8th. Little Leach now 7th, trying to get onto the back of Holty. Monkey Boy still 5th. Strong outing for Monkey Boy this. Louis Matt and Ben. Ben has done Louis Matt somewhere. We must have missed that with all the drama going on. But Tyler, 6/10 away from Gary. And NJ, oh, what can you say for him today? It's just not been his race. Cracking start, and it's just been poor since then. The gap under half a second as we come round Coram and into Murray's. Here we go then. Into Murray's down the start straight. Tyler just loses a bit of time around there to Gary that time around that last part of the track. Get a very good run out the corner neither. Louis Matt will be in the slipstream of Ben here for 3rd and 4th. Final podium position. They sort of spread out a gap to Monkey Boy behind, so barring any dramas, this probably will be the front 4. Monkey Boy then Holty on him and Little Leach behind Holty. Good strong outing for Monkey Boy this. Good 5th place here. You can see behind though Holty having to defend from Little Leach. I apologise for that. Little Leach up the inside at Montreal and gets the job done. Holty looking to switch back though, is he? No, Little Leach having a run on Monkey Boy, who just braked a little late and probably went a bit wide there. Tucks him behind and thinks better of it. Thinks he'll have a look somewhere else. Got the job done on Holty though, and 6th place for Little Leach so far. Where's NJ? Bless him. That'll want some repairs doing to it after this race. Down in 11th, Dean Wysocki and Deeks in front. These two seem to be having a good race. They both run wide. I think Mazda may have run wide there as well. Louis Matt just cutting corner. We see there. Oh, he's round. That was coming through Hamilton into Oggies. Little Leach has passed Monkey Boy. Dear me, it's all go. Holty now on the back of Monkey Boy. When the camera can pick them up, there we go. Monkey Boy will have the slipstream of Little Leach, so that might help him down the straight, but he's got Holty right behind him. Cars behind these, Group Mazda 50, a good 6 seconds behind these, so Gary's increasing his gap out front to 1 point. Oh, just 1 second now. Tyler may have caught him a little bit. I don't know if Gary's made a mistake. But look at these through. Oh, and that's a cut corner for Little Leach. That may be a slowdown penalty. And I believe it is, as look at Monkey Boy straight down the inside. NJ has a time penalty. You can see on the number it's red. That's indicating a time penalty. So Monkey Boy back past Little Leach. Will he look to have a look here? Going into Murray's. Holty might think about it as well. I think Holty, did he give him a little tap up the rear there? Either way, Little Leach can look at Monkey Boy. I think Deeks is having a look on Mazda further behind, but Holty looking racy against Little Leach. Tries to switch to the inside of the corner. Will he have Little Leach up the inside? Does he think better of it? No, he thinks better of it this time round. As they go down Richards, we head towards Montreal. A three-way battle here. Little Leach now all over the back of Monkey Boy. Looks up the inside. Great late move. No real defence from Monkey Boy, and Little Leach gets it done and makes it stick. Fantastic move. Under pressure around Richards. I'll gain a position at Montreal. Thank you very much, he says. Deeks has done Mazda in the background. TMLS has also passed Dean Wysocki. TMLS, no boot. Don't want to boot. Oh, he's run wide there. NJ still in 12th. He's on the back of this pack. Up front, Tyler and Gary. Still about a second between them. Separates them. Just under a second. They've got a bit of a gap back to Ben. Gary, though, racing a good, strong race. Tyler in second. This one. Tyler won't mind a second place here. He'll want the win with 5 minutes 15 remaining, but he's in front of Ben, and that's all that matters for the championship. He'll pull out a few more points. Good result for Gary here, though. He'll want the win badly after coming so close. We look further back, Little Leach and Halty. Halty has done Monkey Boy. That was Louis Matt taking a bit too much curb there. Getting a bit close again is Halty. Wanting some more points to be scored and wanting to do something in terms of scoring some more points in the championship. Dean Wysocki has been passed by NJ. I can see NJ up to 11th place now. Mazda has a time penalty with the looks of that. Halty, oh, he's ran wide, so his run will be compromised out the corner, and he may get a slowdown penalty. Low damage has been done there. He won't catch Little Leach into the first corner. Deeks and Mazda then. Quite a close battle on track. Mazda obviously won the first race. Deeks has made a couple of moves. He's in 8th. Just probably starting to pull a bit of a gap out to Mazda now, as NJ has done TMLS. TMLS, I think, had a problem. And is that Dean Wysocki's off? And is that NJ with him? It is. And oh, catastrophe again for NJ. His race is just going from bad to worse. Off at the last corner with Dean Wysocki. We didn't quite see what happened. But his race, and he's pitted. NJ has retired the car. After a fantastic start, he's retired the car there then. Oh dear. Who's that in the background? Is that Ben going a bit wild there? Managed to keep it together. Touched the grass but kept it going. The gap between Tyler and Gary though, down to half a second as we enter the final 3 minutes of this race here at Snetterton around the 300 circuit. Ben looking to get onto the back of these two as well. Could it be a three-way battle for the win towards the end of this race? Lou Matt in 4th, has a bit of a gap to Little Leach. Whole team must have made a mistake somewhere. Monkey Boy has got back past. That's quite a close battle. Oh, back marker. Gary takes too much curb, and Tyler lugging up the inside. Gary blocks him off. Oh, I don't know what happened there. That'll be a swim in last place. But Gary took too much of that sausage curb. Tyler flashing his light. Gary, I'm here. I'm coming. I want this race win. Ben now under a second. This is getting interesting. And Tyler gets the run on Gary out to the final corner. Is Ben going to be here for this? Gary does have the inside, but Tyler had the run out. Look at these two Clios, evenly matched here down the straight as they head into Riches. Gary should have the corner. Does Ben try and take advantage? No, he doesn't. Ben now on the back of Tyler. We've seen these two last week and we've seen these two all season, in fact. Battle it out on the track. Have a good bit of rubbing, bit of defending, good aggressive attacking, but three-way fight for the lead in the final 1 minute 50 seconds here. Tyler wanting the slipstream, Ben behind. Look at how Tyler and Ben caught Gary there through that corner, through Agostini. Tyler now closer to Gary than Ben is to Tyler. Round Hamilton into Oggies. Does Tyler have a look? No. Gary doesn't defend it neither though, so he doesn't feel under pressure from Tyler yet. Tyler though looks to defend on the exit of Oggies into Williams as we go onto the Bentley straight. All three will have the slipstream, but Ben again looks closer to Tyler. As we come down the Bentley straight, there will be one more lap after this as we're into the final minute. Look at this, look at the slipstream take effect as Tyler pulls out, has a look, thinks better of it. Ben hard on the brakes, trying not to touch the back of Tyler there. Great racing from these three up front. This is for the race win. Louis Matt 9 seconds behind in 4th, Little Leach 5th, Monkey Boy 6th, Halty 7th, Deeks in 8th, Mazda 9th, TMLS 10th, Peaceful Explosion 11th, Dean Wysocki 12th, Alfie in 13th, and Swimfins in 14th place. Nice to see him keep going in this again. NJ the only retirement so far. And 3 for the lead as they cross the line with about 13 seconds to go. This will be the final lap of the Tin Top Racing UK Clio Cup. Tyler in the middle, Gary up front, Ben in third. Is anybody going to make a move? Are they going to take the points? You can never take the points when it's this close. But the question is, Tyler, going into the second half of the season, can he afford to lose points to Ben if a mistake was to be made or a collision to be had? Looked a bit defensive there, but he's tucked back into the slipstream of Gary. And Ben is on the slipstream of Tyler. Ben having a look, Tyler defending well there. And again, look at them close up to the back of Gary through Agostini there. Gary's gapped Tyler just a slight little bit as Tyler's under a bit of pressure from Ben. That could do Gary the world of good, but through Hamilton into Oggies. Ben looks up the inside. No, thinks better of it this time. The lights are on, Tyler. He's coming. He wants that second place. He wants them points in the championship to try and close the gap. With Gary just in front, this could go down to the very, very last corner. This could. Gary's managed to get a half a second gap just here. So Tyler, the one under pressure at the minute. Doesn't want to make a mistake. He wants to keep Ben behind him in terms of the championship. Ret Rob Wakisaki. That'll be referring Dean Wysocki as Tyler looked to go wide and Ben looks up the inside. Nope, thinks better of it this time. Running out of corners. We come round the bomb hole. Coming up to Coram. I think Gary may have this one bar a mistake, but it's Ben who's putting the pressure on Tyler. Around Coram into Murray's. Does he have a look? Tyler defends his line well. Is there a slight nudge? No. Out the corner. Who had the better run? I think that's going to be it. It will be Gary to take the win. A fantastic drive from him. A flash of the lights. Gary 1-3-1 with the win. Tyler second. Ben in third. Little Leach has done Louis Matt on the final corner. That's for fourth place. Points to be gained for Little Leach. Louis Matt losing out there. So a fourth place for Little Leach. Louis Matt fifth. Monkey Boy, fantastic drive from him to come home in sixth place here. Brilliant drive from Monkey Boy. Holty, seventh place. Well, what a race up front that was. That was absolutely fantastic. Deeks 45 in 8th. Good drive from him. Mazda in 9th. A quiet one. Time penalty, but I don't think that'll matter too much. Quiet one for him to say he won the Ginettas. Peaceful Explosion up in 10th here. Well done, Peaceful Explosion. Top 10 for you. TMLS 11th. Dean Wysocki in 12th. Got involved in a couple of incidents there. I'm sure NJ's I want Tyler to have a look at them. Alfie in 13th and Swimfins comes home in 14th. Couple of laps down. But well done, mate. Well done. But for Gary, a fantastic drive. Poor start, but managed to get the win. So it's Gary 1-3-1. Ben Phelan takes second. I don't know why that's done that on the graphic. We clearly saw Tyler was second. Little Leach 4th, Louis Matt 5th, Monkey Boy 6th, Holty 7th, Deeks 8th, Mazda 9th, Peaceful Explosion 10th, TMLS 11th, Dean Wysocki 12th, Alfie 13th, Swimfins 14th, and NJ 15th. Sometimes Project Cars can sometimes mix up the result. We clearly saw Tyler cross the line in second. But that was your Tin Top Racing UK Clio Cup. And just like the Ginettas, action throughout and absolutely fantastic. That couldn't have been a better end to that race if you tried. Absolutely brilliant. Now, I think the game has just got it mixed up. It did this last week in one of the races. Tyler was clearly second, no penalties. So we clearly saw Tyler will get second and Ben third. We all saw that, no penalties anyway. So all good. Thanks to the Tin Top Racing UK boys for sponsoring such a fantastic event. See you later, Tin Top Racing. Thanks for you guys being here again. And thank you for your kind words as well. Hope you're enjoying this, guys. Please try and share it. We're trying to get this out there a bit more for the THR Racing League. Try and share it on your Facebook, your social medias, and get that out there for more people to come and view. Absolutely brilliant. 28 live at the minute. That's fantastic. Tyler, you come second, not third. There you go. There's your reminder. The Ginetta GT4s then, sponsored by the Hard Compound. This will be a full month. Get your predictions in for qualifying and then get your predictions in for the race as well. Absolutely cracking racing. Don't forget, same time tomorrow will be the Group A. Boys going out and trying their luck around the Snetterton 300 track. I do believe Ben Phelan is on about doing the commentary tomorrow, so I'm told. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Hopefully Ben brings you as good a job, if not better than this. Hopefully you're all enjoying this, that is, as well. So Gary are first and second tonight. Possibly potential for driver of the day. A debutant winner. Cracking racing in the first two races. You couldn't have wrote a better script, I don't think. Join us live next week as well, guys, for the Snetterton, I do believe the international or the national circuit. So back to Silverstone next Wednesday night for the Group B drivers. Again, same time, 8 o'clock. We'll be live with commentary and coverage throughout the THR Racing Touring Car League. Little each. I think Smithy's wanting you to get a move on. Otherwise, Gary may have a fan. Gary drove brilliantly tonight, I must say. First and second. He'd have possibly put more pressure on Mazda in that first race. But made the spin. Softy Apex going for Gary or NJ for the win. NJ needs a bit of luck in this race. Not had the best first two races. So, a 10-minute qualifying again, guys. The 5 minutes was just a bit too short for these slower cars. Everybody getting ready to go. So let's run you through the Hard Compound GT4 Super Cup Championship standings then. Tyler House leads by 15 points to Gary. Ben Phelan in third. Holty fourth. Little Leach in fifth. Deeks sixth. NJ seventh in this one. Monkey Boy eighth. Lil Trev ninth. Peaceful Explosion in 10th. Alfie 11th. TMLS 12th. Dean Wasocki in 13th. Swimfens in 14th. Don't know, mate, 15th. Louis Matt 16th. And BW Racing in 17th. I do believe... Oh no, Louis Matt's name is there, so he's obviously taking part in this week. It's nice to see Louis Matt here for this one. I know he's not raced in these yet. NJ still in the pits. Gary's only just left the pits. Tyler knows he's good, he doesn't need a fan. Nice for the guys to come and support everybody here today. And a bit of a collision there for Gary. Out of Montreal on the... Oh, and there's another spinner out of... Gary stayed in the pits a bit longer to try and gap a few cars, and it's turned out he's caught two up already. How many spinners are we going to get? One was Dean Wasocki. I think the other was Swimfins. So let's take you on board then, Little Each, for a lap around Snetterton. We'll get onto the lap as he comes out of the last bit and onto the start straight. Bit of traffic in front. Is he just going to slow down to gap himself? Little Each is the second car out on track, so he clearly wants to get some more laps in. Little Each clearly not wanting to gap himself. And here we go then, down the start finish straight. Little Each not wanting a gap, he's just going to go for it like this. Car in front seems to have his wipers on. We start the lap then as we head down the main straight into Riches on the brakes, just down one gear. I think the car in front's caught Little Each out on the brakes here a little bit as we head out of Riches up to Montreal. You see the tree in the distance. Round the hairpin. I think that's Little Each's lap ruined a bit there. I don't know who's in front, but anyway, round Montreal hairpin, up into Palmer, the left-hander. Just down one gear, easy on the throttle as you go around. Little Each now manages to get through as the car runs slightly wide. Down the straight into Agostini. Sharp corner, can be easy to just put the power down on the exit of it and lose the rear end, but Little Each demonstrating there how easy and simple it can be into the left-hander of Hamilton. Just down a gear, slightly on the brakes, easing the throttle around again as we brake into Oggies. Obviously this bit the double right-hander kind of. Oggies then into Williams and onto the Bentley straight. Come on NJ, it's there for you. You can get a win, mate. Little Each onto the Bentley straight. And here we go as we head down towards Brundle and Nelson. How many times are we going to see spinners in this race then? So on the brakes slightly, off the throttle. Louis Matt has disconnected. Yeah, we did think he didn't do this race, and was right there. I don't think he does the Porsches neither, but we'll wait and see. So around Nelson, up towards the bomb hole. Through bomb hole into Coram. And then the final corner of Murray's. I don't think this is going to be a particularly great lap from Little Each. Traffic early on, but nonetheless it will be our first timed lap up on the screen, and it's a 225.7. Ben, no, it's not 225, sorry, I apologise, I was reading the wrong person. Little Each did a 159.7 and Ben goes quicker with a 157.2. That's Alfie who's done a 2:05 and Deeks who's done a 2:25. Where's Tyler? There, coming down the start straight now. What's his time going to be? It's a 2:01, so just a bit more time probably for Tyler to find. Peaceful Explosion puts it in fourth, and Gary again puts it on provisional pole with 5 minutes remaining. Just under a second quicker than Gary. Maz goes into fifth. Deeks up into fourth. Good time for Deeks. Is that NJ finally leaving the pits? It is. So NJ out, getting a time, and this is what we want to see. Moving out to People's Way nicely there. TMLS comes into the pits. That's strange, not setting a time then at the minute. Holty hasn't done a time. Swimfins is off. Monkey Boy no time neither. Dean Wasocki ninth with a 2:06. So Tyler 5 seconds slower than Gary. What's he got in his locker? Again, leading this championship from Gary, in fact, who's 15 points behind. Ben Phelan 16 points behind. At the minute, the front row is locked out by Ben and Gary. Four minutes remaining on the clock then. Deeks in fourth. That's a good lap for Deeks so far. He's up there in this one. Clearly fancies another go. TMLS coming out the pits. Hopefully can get a lap time in. As we see then Ben breaking into Murray's and down the main straight we go. Is his time going to be any better? I don't see anyone improving at the minute. I don't see any other times coming in. Ben, does he improve? Yes, goes pole by 0.8 of a second, a 1:55.5. Cracking lap for Ben, still 3 minutes 30 on the clock. Where's Gary? He's coming into Murray's now. Off the brakes, on the power. Away goes Gary. Is his time any better? Can Gary do it? Tyler goes second at the minute, just a 10th behind Ben with a 1:55.7. Gary goes back to pole by 0.15, a 1:55.07. Ben's is a 1:55.2, so 2/10 separate the top three. Monkey Boy up to fifth, good lap from him. Maz then takes fifth away from him. Well done, Mazda. Little Each in fourth. Deeks or Dean Wasocki in sixth. That's Deeks in sixth. Still waiting from a time. Louis Matt back on the server. Good to see. Waiting from a time from him. Swimfins hasn't popped a timing. Holty, he's about to cross the line. Does he do a lap time? Yes, but a 2:08, putting him in last place. Alfie in 10th. TMLS, he pitted. He's come out the pits. Can he get a lap time in? NJ as well. He's starting a lap. Time to get another one in. So Ben was on pole. Tyler took pole. Sorry. Tyler took pole. Ben then took pole. Gary took pole away from him. So tight at the top. Maz in 4th. Little each 5th. Maz, you got to say, is the underdog in this one, Mazda. Coming into it as a rookie. He's 3 seconds off a Little each. He's 4.9 off the leader, Gary. So I don't expect too much. Obviously, the championship is as it is, and we know the quick guys in it. And it is the top 3-4 in this qualifying session so far. On board with Tyler through Brundle and Nelson. Down towards the bomb hole. Just on the grass a bit there. That might not do his lap time any good this time round. Should get round this final part to get another lap in. 1 minute 35 on the clock. NJ has done the time. It's 2 minutes 33, but I do believe that was probably an out lap. Tyler into Murray's on the straight. Gets the power down now. Does he improve any? Gary's gone quicker by 6/10. So Gary 1:54.8. Lap after lap, Gary's getting better. So Tyler and Ben have got to get the finger out to get something done here. Tyler didn't improve on that lap. Deeks goes to P5, so good lap from Deeks there. Mazda didn't improve. Peaceful Explosion went to Sid. Good luck from Peaceful Explosion as well. So good to see them. Gary's on it tonight. He seems up for Snetterton. Must have the practice in. Must have had the practice under the belt this week. A second and a first already. And a pole position at the minute. Just got to get that start right tonight. NJ coming down the start line then. What's his time going to be? His first proper representative time at 2:05. Still at the back of the pack. Alfie has pitted. That's his qualifying done. The wipers are on for some reason. There's not a drop of rain in sight, but the wipers are on. Louis Matt also not done the time, neither has Swimfins. There's a spinner. I believe that's Wysocki. No, Wysocki's there. That Deeks? No, Deeks is there. So I don't know who that one is then. But Gary's on pole at the minute, and he's going to be the one to set a time as the qualifying timer has run out. So the qualifying's complete. Everybody's on their last lap now. 2 people have just crossed the line. Didn't get to see who that was. I didn't see nobody change on the leaderboard, so I don't think they must have improved. But here's Gary. Does he go quicker again? Does he put more pressure on Ben and Tyler to find some time? Gary comes across the line and goes even quicker. Ben's got to find 9/10. He's finished, so he didn't improve. Here comes Tyler. Can it be P2? Can it be P1? No, yes, P2 for Tyler. Found half a second, but couldn't match Gary's pace there. Little each done. Deeks in 5th. Can he improve any? He improves on his time but stays 5th. Mazda takes 6th. Monkey Boy's gone 7th. Peaceful Explosion now coming to finish his lap. What's his time going to be? Can he pop it back up? He was 6th a minute ago. He's just dropped down 2 places. Oh, he seems to have backed off down the straight there, so I don't think he's going to improve. Dean Wasocki stays 9th, so no Peaceful Explosion didn't improve. Holty, nothing there. And last car, well, not the last car on track actually, but it's NJ. Does he improve from 13th? Crosses the line now. P7. So just behind Mazda. And in front of Monkey Boy. NJ up there. So another qualifying completed. The final car crosses the line now. And I have to say, Gary, Peaceful Explosion messed up the last corner. Could have been 6th. Unlucky for you, Peaceful Explosion. But it's Gary 131 on pole. Tyler House in 2nd. Ben Phelan in 3rd. Little each 4th. Deeks 5th. Mazda the new boy in 6th. NJ 7th. Monkey Boy 8th. Peaceful Explosion in 9th as we already messed up the last corner. Dean Wasocki in 10th. Holty 11th. Alfie 12th. TMLS 13th. Swimfins 14th. And Louis Matt didn't set a time in 15th place. So another pole position for Gary. Can he turn this one into a race win? Needs to get off the line better than he did in the Clios. Deeks and Mazda up there in front of NJ. What can Tyler do? Can Tyler try and get Gary out his rhythm? A first and a second tonight. What's it going to be in race 3? The revs are on. The red lights are on. We're racing and Tyler's gone. Gary got a poor start off the line and Tyler has taken the lead already on the line. Ben looking up the inside. Passes Gary already. Anybody else up the inside? I think Little Each is having a look. No, Gary with a poor start, but he has the inside for Montreal. Tyler got off the line well. I think we've all got away. There's a car stuck on the grid. There's one off as well. That looks like TMLS. Ben tapping Tyler. Tyler's round. Ben's round. Oh, it's action. Gary, poor start, and he's still in the lead. Tyler went round. Ben went round. Where's Tyler? Dropped down to his 13th. Ben in 8th. He's only just got going. Mazda must have had a moment. He was up there in qualifying. He's now down in P9. Oh, drama already. We've only done 2 corners. So Gary, poor start, but leads and has a 1.5 gap to Little Each. Peaceful Explosion goes a bit deep into the corner, as does Monkey Boy, as does Deeks, as does Dean Wasaki, I think hit Monkey Boy there. Hit Deeks, I do apologise. So Alfie up to 5th. No, because Ben has just passed him. As they go into Hamilton, Alfie Boy 6th, Mazda in 7th, Tyler 8th. Deeks in 9th, Dean Wasaki 10th, just being overtaken by Louis Matt. NJ 12th, oh, NJ's gone backwards again, bless him. TMLS 13th, Holty in 14th, and Twinfin's down in 15th. But it's Gary, 2.3 seconds out in front already. Little Each, got to pull something out the bag to catch this guy. Gary is on it tonight. Monkey Boy 3rd, Peaceful Explosion in 5th. Ben trying to catch Peaceful Explosion and make up for that terrible turn 2. As is Tyler, who's all over the back of Mazda. And does he look for a move? That's Alfie losing it in front of Mazda and Tyler. Doesn't collect them, no. Where does Tyler look to make the move on Mazda here? Oh, has Tyler lost it? He's on the grass. He's on the grass. He's well off here. I think he's just trying a bit too hard. Cutting across, trying to start to people's way. He may lose a few positions here. Yeah, loses out to Deeks. So Mazda, pressure off of Mazda there. Tyler back on in P8. NJ up to 9th. The comeback's on. He's got Tyler in front. He knows he can do this. NJ does. Dean Wasaki must have had a moment. He's down in 14th. Bumper flapping about and all. Oh, TMLS. Just catching Luman and Alfie, who had a bit of a bump there. But the lead up front, TMLS looking for a move on Louis Matt here actually. Down the inside to Riches. Can't quite get that done. Unlucky if TMLS. Tyler then trying to close the gap back up to Deeks. Made the mistake coming around the bomb hole and Coram. Got to get his head down. He knows he's got a championship to defend from Gary. 15 points is the gap. And Gary's cruising in front, 4.3 seconds already. We're only in to 3 minutes of this race. Little Each has got to get his finger out to try and catch Gary here. Ben up into 3rd from Monkey Boy, so good from Ben. Mistake at turn 2, didn't quite see what happened there. He's still leading to it. Saw Tyler got spun round. Monkey Boy has Peaceful Explosion on his back. There's the camera just catching up with it. I do apologise. No, he doesn't actually. There he does, Peaceful Explosion there in the purple car. Do apologise. And I think Mazda must have had a problem as Tyler and NJ and Deeks are all through. Tyler on the back of Deeks, you can see here. This is where he caught up to Mazda and then lost it all on his own. Deeks runs wide. Tyler should have the position done. Yep, quite easily. Now, Tyler, can you keep it all together around this corner? You've done the bomb hole. We're coming up to Coram. Can you keep it together through here this time round? Yeah, all seems good. Peaceful Explosion just in front will be the next one for Tyler to catch. So a problem for Adam, possibly for Mazda somewhere. That allowed Tyler, Deeks and NJ through. Alfie there, look, with TMLS catching the back of him. Louis Max dropped back behind Dean Wasaki, so TMLS and... Oh, Alfie touches the sausage curb, runs him out wide to the grass. TMLS will have the pace down the straight, obviously the traction at the last corner to do Alfie there, so positions changing at the back as well as at the front. In Wasaki, there's Louis Matt. Oh, he's round. After the final corner, he's round. Swim fins. Gary, though, has a 5-second lead out front. He is absolutely cruising here. Absolutely cruising. Little each. Got to find something out the bag because this guy's on it this weekend. This week, sorry. Midweek. Ben in third. He's going to want to close the door to Little Each and probably put Tyler under some more pressure in the title race. Ben's just a point behind Gary, don't forget. So this is good for Gary at the moment. Ben's going to want to try and catch Little Each, try and put Gary under some more pressure as well. What battles do we have at the moment? It's all quite spread out at the minute. TMLS running wide, Alfie running wide. TMLS, Louis Matt's disconnected, so we've lost Louis Matt from the race. So there'll only be 14 finishes at the minute. Alfie looked to go onto 2 wheels there. He's off somewhere. Dean Wasaki catching him. Mazda seems to be in his own little race, as does NJ at the moment. Deeks looks like he's catching Tyler, who's definitely catching Peaceful Explosion. But still has a second and a half to find to Peaceful Explosion on track. It's a bit spread out this field at the moment. First 5 minutes are done and we're just calming down, ready for the end, ready for the final. We're on board with Louis Matt apparently. No problem there because Louis Matt had disconnected. Don't know what happened there, apologies. It said we was on with Louis Matt but he'd already disconnected. So Tyler down the start straight into Richards, trying to put some pressure on Peaceful Explosion, trying to catch him, gain on him. He's got to every point counts for Tyler now in this championship. For Gary, 6 seconds out in front. Oh, Tyler, mistake coming out of Montreal hairpin. Oh, now he's lost all his time to Peaceful Explosion. Deeks is on the back of him now as well. So for Tyler, this race isn't going so well at the moment. Deeks, he's in the throttle down. You can hear that through that corner of Agostini towards Hamilton. Gary 6.1 in front as he's down onto the Bentley straight. Gary is absolutely flying here. Ben was quicker than Little Leach last time around by a second, so he's pulled a second out of him. But he's got to start to get his foot down. Every point counts. Ben's gaining on Tyler here anyway. Got to try and pass Little Leach to try and catch on Tyler even more in the championship. But also to not try and let Gary get too far in front. Monkey Boy, what a... excuse me, I do apologise. Monkey Boy, what a strong outing for him here. Been good tonight, Monkey Boy. Has P4 at the moment. Tyler's up to 5th. So what has happened to Peaceful Explosion? Because Tyler, we saw, was well behind at the start of this lap. And he's now in front, 2 seconds in front. So Tyler up to 5th. Ben now realises this. Ben's got to get a move on to pass Little Leach if he wants to catch more points up to Tyler. Tyler's gained some more points here. NJ seeming to have a bit more luck. Again, it's gone to Louis Matt. Why is the camera pan to Louis Matt again? Not sure about that. But again, on the final corner, the camera pan to Louis Matt there. NJ, stronger outing for him this race. Hopefully he can try and score some more points, try and close down onto Peaceful Explosion. As we can see up top on the timing screen, just 0.2 in it for Ben this last lap compared to Little Leach, but 0.2 nonetheless. The gap now under a second between these two. Ben knows Tyler's gained a place, so he'll want to gain a place to try and keep the points. Getting even closer. That, I do believe, is swim fens. Oh, stay out the way, out the way. Oh, and Little Leach has gone into the swim fens. Oh, and Ben's caught him as well. The back marker not getting out the way there. And I have to say that's poorly done. But Ben has capitalised. And I tell you what this does. This lets Tyler gain up a bit with just under 6 minutes to go. Oh, nothing Little Leach did wrong there. Tried to put a lap on the back marker and the back marker just simply got in the way. And Ben has second from it. And is that Gary? Gary's made a mistake. Gary span at the Nelson corner. And all of a sudden, He had this one, Gary did, and he's made a mistake. That's unbelievable. Gary's got to keep his head there. 5.5 minutes to go, and Ben is within 2 seconds of him now. Again, the camera at the last corner. I apologise for this. Louis Matt's disconnected, but the camera, every time someone gets to the last corner, wants to pan and say Louis Matt. Back on to Gary now, though. And Gary made the mistake. Don't know what he did. Just got to keep that concentration level. The gap has already increased from Gary to 3 seconds. He is just on it tonight. So Gary from Ben, Little Leach. Monkey Boy in 4th. Good show from Monkey Boy. Tyler, though, sees Monkey Boy in his sights. Wants that extra position. Wants to try and gain a few more points on Ben and Gary in this race. Peaceful Explosion 6th. NJ in 7th. Quite quiet race for NJ today. Deeks in 8th, Mazda 9th, Holty in 10th, TMLS 11th, Dean Wisocki 12th, Swim Fins 13th. We've lost another one. Alfie we've lost. Can't see Alfie's name on there, so we've lost Alfie. Now, Gary. Get your head back down. Gap of 3 seconds. Whatever that mistake was, don't let it bother you. Just focus on your last 4 minutes of racing here. Tyler 3 seconds quicker than Monkey Boy. In fact, Tyler is quite close to Monkey Boy when the cameraman picks him up. There we go, running the same livery. Tyler, obviously the one behind, has the yellow stripes on his car. Monkey Boy with the red stripes, excuse me. Tyler, as we go down the Bentley straight towards Brundle and Nelson, pulls out, looking to the left hand side, the left hand corner of Brundle. Monkey Boy notices him, plenty of room. Tyler will just, oh, Monkey Boy, it's the sausage curb, and in, he's gone round. In fact, Monkey Boy has Tyler through. No contact from Tyler. Monkey Boy just hit the curb. Peaceful Explosion has passed Monkey Boy, and NJ and Deeks in for a nice little battle here. Deeks just running a bit wide, so something's happened to Deeks, or is Deeks caught onto the back of them? No, Deeks is caught onto the back of them. Mazda there you can see in the background, he's probably wanting to gain a few positions, but Tyler back up into P4. 3 minutes remaining. Does he have time to close the gap to Little Leach? It'll be hard from that. Tough with a 6.8 second gap to Little Leach. That will be hard, but if anyone can do it, Tyler can. Fastest man on circuit last lap. This guy, Gary. Led a fantastic race. Obviously lost it at the line, went to 3rd, but took the lead back because Tyler and Ben had spins. And Ben back into 2nd. Gap 3 seconds it is, with 2.5 minutes left. Gary obviously made that mistake at the Nelson corner. He's got to put that out of his head and just focus on the rest of his race. Little Leach has just dropped back a bit from Ben. The gap just going up to about 1.5, 2 seconds. Unfortunately for Little Leach. Well, we can see in the background, he's just said in the chat there, so see that NJ's catching. NJ's made a mistake somewhere. He's dropped behind Deeks and Mazda. And he's some 8 seconds behind Mazda now, in fact. So something's happened to NJ there. As we can see, he's off. And is Holty going to have a look at NJ? A bit further forward though, Monkey Boy, Peaceful Explosion and Deeks all getting a bit close together. Monkey Boy obviously made that mistake last lap round with Tyler. Wants to try and put that right and get that 5th place back from Peaceful Explosion. The curse of the chat, I suppose. Someone said Gary was doing well in the Ginetta Junior race and then he span. You said NJ's catching in our East span. The curse of the chat as Monkey Boy gets the run on Peaceful Explosion and through he goes. 5th place for Monkey Boy. Great out in this for Monkey Boy and Peaceful Explosion. Deeks will want to try and catch him now. Through the last corner. Again, I apologise for this. Louis Matt's disconnected and the camera still wants to pan to him, even though he's not there. Every time we go through that final corner. Gap up front 3.4 seconds. Does Gary have this one as we are on the final lap of this race? Gary, absolutely faultless. He made the one mistake, but apart from that, he's got his head down. He's pulled the gap out. Peaceful Explosion and Deeks. This battle's looking a bit tasty, obviously on the last lap of the race. Mazda in the background, so if anybody makes a mistake, Mazda might be there to pounce. NJ and Holty a bit racy at the back. But back to Peaceful Explosion, who has Monkey Boy right in front of him. Does he look up the inside at Agostini? No. Deeks and Mathew in the background, not too far away. Where's Gary? Coming round to Nelson and Brundle. We'll keep an eye on him. We'll go back to him as he crosses the line. Deeks makes a lunge behind to Peaceful Explosion. Up the inside of Oggies, and Peaceful Explosion on the grass. Deeks is through. Can Mazda do him? Coming through Williams. Not quite close enough, but maybe in the slipstream going down the Bentley straight. But for Gary, he comes round Coram, breaks into Murray's. Again, it's Pantalui. Matt, apologies for this. Don't know what is going off with this snout. Down the straight comes Gary. One mistake in this race. Qualified first. Takes the race win. Good points for him. Ben in second. Good points for them in terms of the championship. Little each with a strong third. Tyler made a comeback when it picks him up. He will take fourth place. Mazda has passed Peaceful Explosion. Can he keep that going into Murray's? As Monkey Boy, just waiting for, again, the camera says we're currently watching Louis Matt. Don't know what the problem is with that. And Monkey Boy will take P5. Deeks in sixth. Mazda will hold on for a seventh place. Good outing for Mazda in his first time in the touring, the THR Racing Touring Car League. Peaceful Explosion in eighth. NJ will take a ninth place. Holty in 10th. TMLS around the corner. Again, apologies for this. Louis Matt's disconnected and it keeps panning to his car even though he's not even on the server at the moment. TMLS, a flash of the lights from him. 11th place. Dean Wasaki coming down the Bentley straight, as is Fins. But what can we say about Gary? 2 race wins and a second. What a night it's turning out to be for Gary so far. Go back to Dean Wasaki. Around Coram. To probably pan to Louis Matt. There we go. It's pan to Louis Matt again. I think the game has kind of glitched out since Louis Matt disconnected from the server. Still kind of thinks he's there. But Dean Wasaki will come down the main straight to take 12th place. And for Swimfins, when the camera picks him up, there he is. Swimfins 13th. And that was the hard compound GT4 Super Cup, won by Gary 131, Ben Phelan in second, Little Leach third, Tyler in fourth, done well to come from the back. Monkey Boy fifth, strong outing for him and Deeks. Mazda seventh, not a bad result on his debut. And the list has gone. Can't go through the rest of them results. I do believe it was Peaceful Explosion behind Mazda. Hope you guys are entertained and I hope you guys are enjoying the stream at the moment. As we move next into the Porsche Carrera Cup, sponsored by the BTCC chat. Can Gary make it 3 wins out of 4 tonight? Strong showing from Gary here. Can NJ get back onto form? What can Deeks and Monkey Boy do? Will Little Each finally be able to take a win? Will Ben be able to take a win? Will anybody else be able to take a win? We've seen a new winner tonight in Mazda. So that was interesting. Tyler and Ben, Little Each, NJ, not on the top step of the podium tonight. Do you reckon they can get a win before the end of the night? Such the apex. Come on, NJ. He's had bad luck today. NJ. He's got to put that out of his mind going into the BTCC chat Porsche Carrera Cup. Smithy, Little Leach has the Porsches. Come on. Smithy clearly a Little Leach fan. Always here, always on the stream each week. We need the win, says Smithy, Little Leach. No pressure there then. Don't know what we're waiting for. Possibly just a quick toilet break or drink break, I assume. Nonetheless, we'll be underway shortly. "21 viewers online, I do believe, on the live streams. Bit of banter there from Gary on more Red Bulls for Tyler needed. Gary's been on fire tonight. Gary is flying. He's had his Red Bull. Gary is flying tonight. He's away. Can anyone stop him tonight? A second and 2 wins for Gary so far, as it just loads in now. Yeah, just a little wee break from Tyler there. Glue Smithy, glad you wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Ah, well, there you go then, Tyler. Red Bull go straight through you. That's why Gary's flying away at the moment. Good, Suttit. Glad you're enjoying it. Again, don't forget to, I think Ben Phelan is commentating tomorrow night. Don't forget to watch the Group A class as we're ready for the Porsche Carrera Cup, sponsored by the BTCC chat. Let me just run you through the championship now. So Tyler House leads the championship by 2 points from Ben Phelan and 4 points from Little Leach. Gary is only 17 points behind. Well, might change by the end of tonight. NJ in 5th, he's a further 28 points behind. Deeks in 6th, Monkey Boy 7th, TMLS 8th, Peaceful Explosion 9th, Holty 10th, Lil Trev 11th. Unfortunately, Lil Trev's not here tonight. Alfie 12th, Dean Wisocki 13th, Swimden's 14th, Don't Know Mate is 15th, Louis Matt 16th. I don't think Louis Matt takes part in this one neither. Doesn't seem to be on the service, so that would suggest that he doesn't. And BW Racing 17th again. I don't think BW Racing has taken part in any neither. So get your predictions in again. Who's going to win this one? Who's going to get pole position? Will Gary get pole again? Will he be able to start it this time and get it off the line quick? What do we reckon is going to happen here then? So let's just see who's the first man out on track is. And I think we'll go on board with them. Well, it's not TMLS, it's not Mazda. It's Alfie. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go on board Alfie for a lap. Qualifying lap around Snetterton 300 in the Porsche Carrera. Good evening, Mark. I'm glad you're enjoying this. Hope the weather's nice over in Ireland for you. Smithy reckons Little Leach pole. You know, I'm surprised at Smithy. I thought he was going to say Gary for a moment there, but okay. Gary has been unbeatable, you're right. Alfie just taking it steady as he breaks into Murray's now, and we'll go on a lap around Snetterton 300 on board with Alfie. So the Apex wanting NJ. So We start our time now, and it's Alfie_2499. We're on board. He breaks into Riches for the first time in qualifying. Slightly just back on the power there. Didn't take it probably as quick. TMLS is pitted for some strange reason. Not sure why there. Breaks into Montreal, does Alfie. Down into first gear. Just easing that power down. Let it roll around. Back on the throttle now. Full throttle as we go up the straight. Palmer's is the left-hander on the brakes. Down a gear. Ease that throttle back down again. Doesn't seem to be on the power as quick, Alfie. And now he is. Back on the power. Down to Agostini we go. A sharpish corner. Down to second gear, I'd imagine. Yeah, there we go. Try not to touch the curb. It can spin you round. Oh, and he's just cut it a bit. That will be a lap ruined. That's either Deeks or Dean in the pit. I'm not sure who's pitted there. We have a Deeks and a Dean. On the timing screen, you can see D8, D8. They're back out now, so hopefully not too many dramas. Qualifying, I think, has been shortened back down to 5 minutes with the looks of it, 'cause there's only a 1 minute 50 left. So that could be bad for either Deeks or Dean Wysocki. We didn't see who that was. So that's unfortunate as Alfie comes out of Williams. Down the Bentley straight we go as he heads toward Brundle and Nelson. Under the bridge you can see there, look. On the brakes, off the throttle, keeps the brakes at half pressure, round Brundle into Nelson, second gear. When do you go on first gear? When do you go into the power? Now, power's down, round the bomb hole. Just easing off the throttle, easing it down. There we go, back onto full throttle. Just eases off again slightly round here, does Alfie. Easily will get another time in. I feel for Deeks or Dean. One of them's not going to do a lap time. Alfie into Murray. Touch that sausage curb. That's not what you want to be touching. And over the line, this will be the first lap time set. And what has Alfie done here? He's done a 1:54.0. Tyler immediately beats out a 1:57. Ben, 1:49.7. Maz goes fifth. Little Leach is taken pole at the minute. And it was Dean Wysocki who pitted. I don't think Dean Wysocki is going to get a lap in here. Unfortunately. No, he's pitted again. Dean Wysocki will not do a lap. But Little Leach, half a second quicker of Monkey Boy, who's gone second. That's outstanding for Monkey Boy. What a lap. Deeks has gone P4. NJ's in 6th at the moment. Peaceful Explosion takes 6th. Knocks NJ down to 7th. So Little Leach has half a second. What can Tyler do? Gary's gone P2 by an 100th of a second. A 1:48.608. Gary is the man to possibly watch here. Little Leach has provisional pole. They're all on a final lap. Dean Wysocki will not do a time. That's a given. He's pitted. Qualifying's complete. We're on board with Gary. He did his time after Little Leach. Let's just watch Little Leach here. He's in a bit of traffic. Can he improve this time around? Let's wait and see. I don't know who that is in front. Whoever it was in front is off. Dean Wysocki's pitted, TMLS has pitted, Holty's pitted, Ben's in the pit, so Ben is backed out of his second lap. He don't feel he can go any quicker. Tyler's still on track. Little Leach, the man to beat so far. Tyler's got to find 2.1 seconds. What a lap from Little Leach. This is Smithy. You may have the prediction right for qualifying. Deeks is pitted. Mazda's pitted. Little Leach round Murray's, just touches the grass a bit. Hopefully that doesn't do anything to his time. This is going to go down to the wire. No one else pitted so far. Tyler's gone P5. He's beat Deeks. Little Leach doesn't improve. So, Gary, what can you do as you come through the bomb hole into Coram? Looking to break into Murray's. Can you find... Monkey Boy has taken provisional pole by a tenth. Gary's off. Gary will not improve. So Monkey Boy at the minute on provisional pole. Tyler's done. NJ's done. Peaceful Explosion goes 7th. So NJ drops waves. Alfie's done. Mazda's in the pits. Swimfin's done. So Monkey Boy takes pole position at the very last second. Gary made a mistake into Murray's. So it's Monkey Boy on pole, Little Leach second. Gary 1-3, 1-3rd, Ben Phelan 4th. Tyler House in P5. Deek 7th, Peaceful Explosion. Deek 6th, Peaceful Explosion 7th. NJ 8th, Alfie 9th, Mazda 7th, Dean Wysocki 11th, Swimfins 12th, Holty 13th, TMLS 14th. Monkey Boy. How happy are you feeling right now with a pole position there? I think that might be Monkey Boy's first pole position. Where's Monkey Boy in the championship? 7th. 34 points behind, so game on still. Tyler, though, down in 5th. Gary, not on the front row with the grid this time round. Keep an eye on Gary's start, see if he gets off the line well. But it's Monkey Boy on pole. Way 1, 2, 3 red lights. It's green light and away we go. And it's Monkey Boy off the line well. Little Leach in second. Gary's got bogged down, you can see there. That's Tyler and Ben side by side into turn 1. Do we make it through? Monkey Boy has gone here. What a start from Monkey Boy there. Little Leach is through. Oh, there's carnage in the background. I think Tyler's involved. Is Ben involved? Yes, Ben Feeling's involved. Tyler's lost a place. Oh no, Monkey Boy's round. Oh, I did so well out of Montreal and Monkey Boy's round, and Little Leach has inherited the lead here. Deeks in 2nd, NJ 3rd, Alfie 4th, Tyler in 5th, Holty 6th. TMLS 7th with Mazda. I think Mazda's just done him there. Yes, so TMLF will drop 12th. Dean Wasaki 8th, 9th. Gary down to 10th. He's made a mistake. Ben off as well. He's 11th. Peaceful Explosion 12th, Monkey Boy down to 13th, and Swimfin's last Peaceful Explosion's gone off, so Monkey Boy will gain 12th. But what a start from Monkey Boy to lose it round Montreal. Oh, how unlucky. But Little Leach has a 2.5 gap to Deeks. Can this be his first win tonight? Deeks and Alfie up there as well. Was on board Alfie for qualifying. But there's Tyler. He's got Alti and NJ behind. He's going to want to gain on the cars in front. Mazda's up to 6th. Deeks has dropped back a bit. Deeks is dropping down the order quite rapidly, actually. So, Mazda up to 6th. There's Holty and NJ following Tyler and Nelson's. Mazda's there, as you can see in the background. Tyler's up to 3rd. That's because we lost Deeks. So, Tyler on the podium at the minute. NJ looking racier with Holty. Little Leach is 3.4 out in front. He has gone at the moment. And oh, who's that round? That's Holty round. So NJ will inherit 4th, Mazda 5th, Gary takes 6th, TMLS has gone up 7th, Ben's gained 8th. Has Holty got going again? The cameraman won't pick him up for some reason. He has. So he's lost a few positions. He's down into 9th. Monkey Boy, the pole sitter. What went wrong? 10th position at the minute. Deeks is off somewhere. He's there. He's 12th. Then Wasaki, Peaceful Explosion and Swimfins. But up front, Tyler. All over the back of Alfie now. Wants to overtake him, wants these points, has to defend his championship lead. Little Leach is only 4 behind. He's outscoring Ben by quite a bit at the minute. Second half of the season, people start to take more notice of the title challenge at the moment towards the second half. As Tyler braking a bit later, running a bit wider. He's had his normal line through there, probably so, I'd imagine, to get a better run out the corner, but he's looking into Hamilton. Has a look, just thinks better of it this time round. Alfie in front, NJ's 4th, Mazda back in 5th. Good strong outing for Mazda tonight on his debut. Nice to see newcomers coming in and doing well straight away. On the brakes is Tyler. He'll have the slipstream down the Bentley straight then, and this is something we're interested in seeing. Can Tyler outdo Alfie on the straight? All night Tyler's looked to go left into Brundle, to the left hand side of Brundle, and he's not this time round. Oh, Alfie touches the curb. I think Tyler tapped him. Nothing Tyler could do there. He's now up into 2nd. NJ's inherited 3rd as Alfie touched his sausage curb and went up. Gary's past Mazda for 5th. So Mazda just dropping back to 6th a bit. Gary wanted to get back up to the front of the grid there. NJ just touching the curb and it just sent him round a bit. Tyler was a bit close, gave him a bit of a tap. NJ just running wide, and that will allow Alfie a run down the straight, and potentially Gary here down the straight. I think Gary's a bit too far back, to be fair. NJ might be back up to speed by then. Quickest man out last time round, this man, Gary 131. Where's Monkey Boy? He's P9, and here's Gary on the outside of NJ. NJ's defended. Oh, Gary round the outside. What a fantastic move that is. Alfie running wide, NJ running wide. Does Mazda capitalise on any of them? No, but NJ and Alfie side by side into Palmer. Alfie off wide, or no, that's NJ off wide. Again, another mistake from NJ tonight. It's not been his night. TMLS defending from Ben. NJ gets back going. He's lost even more places here. Little Leach out front by 7 seconds. He's absolutely cruising at the moment. But Mazda up to 4th. Has Alfie just behind him. Alfie's doing really well here. Good show from Alfie. Gary back up to 3rd. He's going to want to close down to Tyler. Little Leach has made a mistake somewhere, and Tyler's all over the back of him. When the camera decides to pick him up, there is the leader. There's Tyler. There's Gary. There's Mazda up into 4th. Good start, good show from him from far down on the grid. So Little Leach has made a mistake somewhere, and all of a sudden Tyler's there within half a second. What can Tyler do as we go down the Bentley straight into the left-hander of Brundle, right into Nelson? Tyler's gone round all on his own, and he's lost it to Gary. Mazda will claim 3rd. There's a back marker, stays out the way of Little Leach, thank God for that. But Tyler round on his own there, and that's took the pressure back off Little Leach. Has a second gap to Gary. Tyler, though, managed to recover, stays 4th. Only lost to 2 positions, but has Alfie and Ben behind him. Back marker just getting in Tyler's way there, and he's driven off the track. Don't know what the back marker's doing there. But Little Leach leads by a second and a half as we've got 9 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Gary's in 2nd, Mazda there, 3rd, his lights are on. He clearly means business. Tyler then lost it on his own. He's dropped to 4th, unfortunately. Alfie's gone off in 5th. Where's Ben? Ben's off as well. Did them two touch? TMLS has taken 6th away from Ben. Alfie not got going properly yet. Can TMLS do him out to the Montreal hairpin? Apologies. It's just action everywhere. Flash of the lights from TMLS. I'm here. I want 5th place, Alfie. Absolutely brilliant stuff, this. Louis Matt's back. He's probably back for the final round of the touring car race at the end. So Ben's dropped to 7th. Monkey Boy up to 8th after being the pole sitter. NJ in 9th. Deeks 10th. Holty in 11th. Bad damage to the front of that car. Peaceful Explosion 12th. Dean Wasocki 13th. Swimfins 14th. And Bizarrely in the barrier. But it's Little Leach. The gap is close to under a second to Gary now. What can Gary do from here? He's still got 8 minutes remaining in this race. Tyler has passed Mazda. Has Mazda made a mistake there? Dropped back quite a bit. I think Mazda's made a mistake there with the looks of the timing screen as Tyler is easily through. Seems to be going again now, but Little Leach, this is the battle for the lead. Gary, 2 wins out of 3 tonight. He's already had a second, and he'd have probably won the first race if he didn't make his own mistake. Gary wants that 3rd win. He wants this title. He wants to close that gap, 17 points. He knows every point matters, so he knows he's got to pass Little Leach. Little Leach knows this as well. He's only 4 points off of Tyler. You're right there, Sutty. NJ not had a good day down in P10 at the moment, but we're all for this battle at the front as it's half a second, 6/10 there. About Little Leach is round. Oh, he's lost it on his own and the lead's gone. Oh, heartbreaking for Little Leach. Too quick into the first corner. He's lost the rear end and Gary takes the lead. Oh, what's happened there? Smithy is going to be devastated in the chat. And Tyler sniffs an opportunity of a second, does he here? There you see Mazda in 3rd. Ben's now up to 5th, so Ben's going to want to score some points. Try and close in on Mazda and pass him. Oh, Little Leach, what has happened there? Smithy, you must be heartbroken. But Gary, it's Gary in front by 2 seconds again. He seems to get poor start, stays out of trouble and picks up the places as they fall. Oh dear, dear Little Leach, what happened? Tyler, 3 seconds back to Little Leach, I do believe. 2.3 should I say. Sutty Apex, I think you might be right there, but there's still 6 minutes to go. Anything can happen at the moment. Thank you all for being here and being part of this tonight. Brilliant racing all night here. Has Gary made a mistake somewhere? Because Little Leach has closed in on him there. Little Leach needs to just concentrate. He's made a couple of mistakes. He had a big gap. That got brought back down. Leading again from Gary, had a second gap. That got taken away from him with his running wide. Apparently now we're currently watching NJ, so there's definitely a problem at this last corner with the camera work. I do apologise for that. We'll try and cut away from the last corner when we're there. But it's Gary, a second out in front from Little Leach. Tyler in third. Mazda fourth. He has Ben all over the back of him. Bit of damage to Mazda's car there. Seemed to did have a problem. Ben pulls out, looks up the inside. Ben feeling here. Looks up the inside of Mazda. No, can't quite get the move done through Riches. Heads up to Montreal. Does Mazda defend here? No, takes his normal line. Doesn't think Ben's going to make the lunge from there. Mazda running a little wide there. Ben looks through into the inside of Palmer though. Mazda's still on the inside. Here's Mazda up the inside of Ben. Yeah, Ben thinks well of it and tucks in behind. Good racing this from these two. The gap out front, 1.3. Gary seems to have this under control at the minute. Where does Ben make his move? He knows that every point's count. He knows Mazda's not in this title race. But yet Mazda's being a bit of a nuisance here in the way. Racing well on his debut. Where does Ben make the move? He looks to the outside of Oggy's there, but can't get it done. Possibly thought about the switchback. Good defending from Mazda there. Ben probably getting a bit frustrated here. Wants the move done. Wants to try and get onto the back of Tyler. 4.5 minutes remain. We're onto the Bentley straight. No, Ben doesn't seem close enough to have a look into Brundle or Nelson here. Does he have a look going into the bommel? He's up the inside of Mazda at the bommel. Mazda having to brake there. Ben slowed down for some reason there as well. Did he give Adam the room? Adam braked as well. If he'd have kept his foot in, he might have took the position away from Mazda there. Again, apologies. It's cut into NJ. No reason why, no clue why this is happening tonight. I did say I'd try and cut away, but with this action at the moment, Ben on the main straight now, right in the slipstream of Mazda. Does he pull out to look down the inside? There, he does it. He looks. Does he brake later? He goes for it this time. Mazda gives him room. Oh, I think Ben touched him there, but Mazda's off, and Ben gains fourth place. Mazda's round. There may have been contact. The camera angle didn't make that clear. Oh, Mazda, unlucky, mate. Deeks in sixth. That's unfortunate for Mazda. Was going well. Deeks looks try and catch Mazda now and put him under pressure. TMLS has Monkey Boy. Don't forget Monkey Boy was the pole sitter in this race. NJ 9th. Holty 10th. Where's Alfie? He's 11th. He's coming round Coram now. Peaceful Explosion has Swimfin's behind him. No real spoiler on that Porsche there. Dean Wasaki down the Bentley straight. Not the greatest races for him. Swimfin's off at the last corner. But here is Gary 131. Decent time out front. Look, 2.2 seconds is the gap. Fantastically done from Gary again. Not the best start, but he's just picked up the places. He's gone about his business as usual. Little Leach must be kicking himself. Absolutely kicking himself. Glad you're liking the emotions of the commentary, Smithy. That's why we're all here. We love the sport. We get emotional about it. Little Leach must be kicking himself after his two mistakes, though. Tyler not really closing up on the back of him. Still a 4-second gap to Little Leach. Ben, though, 3.9, 2 minutes remaining. I think the front four may finish as it is. Mazda's gapped himself to Deke a bit. There you go, Little Leach, you're in for a kicking from Smithy tonight. 2.3 out front. Gary 131. Who can break this momentum of Gary tonight? He's been fantastic. This could be 3 wins out of 4. This is Gary at his best. He knows we're into the second half of the title. He knows every point matters. And while Tyler's made a few mistakes in a few other races, Gary's capitalised. Ben's not had the best of races. NJ's not had the best of races. Neither has Little Leach or Louis Matt. Tyler has dropped back from Little Leach even more here. Tyler struggling tonight with the looks of it. Ben a bit too far behind to capitalise. It's all about Gary. Any battles elsewhere? No, not really. Monkey Boy trying to cane on TMLS. He's up to 8th now, he's Monkey Boy. Gary down the Bentley straight. We're into the final minute. Will this be the last lap? Will we get an extra lap in? Not 100% certain at the minute. Just depends on when Oh, the back marker reverses. Oh, and Gary's hit him. Oh, and there's Little H. What is... Oh, Little H is it Gary. What is the back marker thinking? Little H's round. He's in the lead. Gary gets going. There's Tyler. And Tyler, can he capitalise on a second place? Little H doesn't got going. Tyler's in second. What has happened there? Gary keeps his lead, but Tyler's in second place. Oh, the back marker. I do believe that Swim Fins reverses onto the track, and Gary catches the back of him. Swim Fins there, as you can see, not getting out of the way, and oh, Tyler having to put the brakes on as Tyler nearly hit Swim Fins there. It's all happening on this final lap. The clock ticks down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tyler slows down. Gary slows down, I apologise. We won't get a final lap in. Gary gets the win from Tyler, from Little Each. It all kicked off on the last lap. Ben will come home in 4th. Mazda, good result in 5th on your debut again. Deeks, well done. Good result for you as well, mate. 6th position. TMLS holds off. Monkey Boy, who, don't forget, at the beginning of this, was on pole position. NJ in 8th. Another quiet race for NJ. Absolutely mayhem on that last coming round Brundle and Nelson. Wow. Gary lucky there. Tyler, I don't think you would have, mate, if Swim Fins wasn't there. Gary had this one, but that was interesting. Holty gets 10th. Peaceful Explosion when the camera picks him up. Apparently we're watching NJ again. I can tell you we're not. Peaceful Explosion will come home in 11th place. I think the other guys are done. No, Alfie coming around the bomb hole. Dean Wysocki as well, not finished. Swim Fins is done. And don't forget, it was Swim Fins that caused all this drama. Let's go back to Dean Wysocki because the camera's going to mess up again. We'll wait for Alfie to come out of Murray's. And he has camera again. Look, not picking him up. Bit of a glitch there. Alfie in 12th had a strong run in at the start of this race, but it wasn't to be. And here comes Wysocki. Little Each annoyed. Had 2nd, lost 3rd. Oh, I apologise then, Ben. Couldn't quite see if there was any contact between you and Mazda in the first corner. None from you, he said. So all good there, clean racing. Gary 131 takes his 3rd win of the night from Tyler. Little Each in 3rd. Ben Phelan 4th. Mazda 5th. Deeks 6th. TMLS 7th. Monkey Boy 8th. NJ 9th. Holty 10th. Peaceful Explosion 11th. Alfie 12th. Dean Wysocki 13th. And Swim Fins 14th. Swim Fins really caused mayhem in that final corner. Gary come away with a win, but he knew it was easier than that. What's going to happen now then is we're just going to take a quick break. Tyler will have to come out and redo the server and then come back into it so that we can go racing for you again. Obviously, server needs setting up for the touring cars. Swim Fins out, causing no end of problems on that last lap there. Such the apex, well done in Gary there. Gary then 3 wins out of 4. Don't forget the first race he got a 2nd place. I think he's down for driver of the day here. I have to say I've not seen anything like that in my life. Swim Fins just reverses onto the track. That was unbelievable. What can we say about it? A bit more of a understanding of the tables here on the group. Thanks to Kieran Argent, thanks for this, buddy. We'll be able to get down a bit more of a breakdown of all the action, of all the standings, sorry. So going into the BTCC Blueprints touring car round, I've got a round by round point scoring system here that Kieran Argent's just put into the group so I can check points by points. Just seems a bit more consistent. Tyler's leading this by a point from Gary. Now, as we've seen tonight, Gary's been absolutely fantastic. What will it take for Gary to keep on top of swim finish? Just ignore the screen there. I'm just waiting for an invitation through from Tyler for the next server. There we go. So just bear with me 2 seconds while I just join the next server. So yeah, thank you, Kieran Argent, for the rundown of the Group B BTCC Blueprints Touring Car Championship. Get a bit of a look now round by round of who's more consistent. You can see Tyler's scored well throughout here, but he leads it by 1 point to Gary. So what does Gary do in this last race? What does Tyler do? What car do they go with? Don't forget, the Renault Megane is banned, so you get the choice between the Opel Astra, or Vauxhall Astra as we know it as, the Mercedes-Benz, the A45 Touring, and the BMW 320 TC. Are your three choices? No. Can't use the Renault Megane. It's a bit too overpowered for people's liking. A lot of messages in the chat back and forth. Gary clearly unhappy with Swinfins there, and he has every right to be honest. At the end of the day, it was an accident that didn't need to happen. Swinfins should have seen him coming, should have had blue flags on his screen, and let Gary 131 through. Just waiting here for everybody to rejoin the server. Tyler has to reset the server up so that we can get the choice of three cars. It'll be interesting to see the selection of cars that people have gone with. Looks like at the minute so far, looks like Tyler's gone with a Mercedes, so has Ben. Looks like the Astra for Louis Matt. Is that the Astra or is that TMLS has gone with? Can't make that out. I think that's the Astra. Mercedes for Peaceful Explosion, NJ in the Mercedes, Swinfins in the Mercedes, Deeks in the Mercedes, Little Each in the Mercedes. The BMW is a choice for Gary. Alfie in the Mercedes, and that's everybody at the minute. 12 drivers. I reckon there should be 15 back in this race. Louis Match normally comes back in to do this one. So let's wait and see. There's Holty and Alfie. I think we're waiting on Mazda. I think Louis Matt we're waiting on. No, Louis Matt's in. Dean Wasaki's just joined. I think we're Mazda. Mazda the last one. I think for tonight. I think Mazda we're waiting on. Oh, there's Monkey Boy, so 15 guys. Oh no, 16. There's 40 drivers in the server now, sorry. Counting everybody in the lobby, but I'm in the lobby, aren't I? I think we're just waiting for Mazda now. I think that's the only one we're waiting for. And there he is. So I do believe now that's the full grid. And I do believe it's a 20-minute race this time round for the BTCC Blueprints Touring Car Championship. No, the race there, that says 15 minutes. So it must be a 15-minute race then tonight, not 20 minutes. And we'll see the qualifying 5-minute quali again. So it's a 5-minute quali and a 15-minute race here. So we've had a new race winner. We've had a new pole sitter in Monkey Boy and Mazda. TC rate. There you go. So Tyler explains that the touring car race has been shortened 5 minutes due to a couple of qualifyings overrunning an extra 5 minutes. That explains why. I'm glad there's so many of you here to watch this final race, the BTCC Blueprints Touring Car Championship race. It's been an eventful night with a lot of action in all 4 races so far. Gary, the man to beat at the minute. 3 out of 4 wins. Can he make it 4 out of 5? Can Tyler do anything about it? So let's run down the championship order for the BTCC Blueprints Touring Cars Cup. In Group B, Tyler House leads the way on 68 points with Gary 131, 1 point behind. Little Each 774, he's 14 behind, so don't discount him. Louis Matt as well, 4th, 15 points behind. Ben Phelan's only 20 points behind, and NJ's only 21 in 6th. Any of them top 6 are within a shouting distance. Holt is not too far behind in 31, but really, you're kind of looking at the top 6 here. Monkey Boy in 8th, TMLS in 9th, Dean Wisocki in 10th, Deeks in 11th, Alfie 12th, Lil Trev couldn't be here tonight, he's 13th, Peaceful Explosion 14th, Swimden's in 15th, Don't Know Mate 16th, and BW Racing, who I don't think has raced any, in 17th. So for the final time tonight, we're qualifying here at Snetterton 300. Couple of NJ fans. The big one, Smithy, you're right. And who do we look at first? Who's first out on tracks? Not Mazda. Monkey Boy. That's Alfie off in the BMW. And Gary. And Leach. Deeks. Deeks is the man who's on track. Who's the first car on track. So I think we'll take a ride on board him for the lap of qualifying. There you go, Little Leach. You got to win this one or you're kipping on the sofa tonight, mate, Smithy says. All to play for in this championship so far. The form Gary's in, you cannot rule Gary out. Maybe not pole position, we've seen he's qualified well, but his starts haven't been great. But you can't count him out for the race here. Deeks is only just down the straight. I don't think we will go on board with Deeks, actually. Someone a bit closer to the front. Ah, Louis Matt. There we go. Louis Matt's the first car on track. Apologies for that. So let's go on board a lap of Snetterton with Louis Matt in the Vauxhall Opel Astra. As he came out on worries for the final time to start his timed lap, 2 minutes 47. If you're lucky, you'll get 2 timed laps. If you're not, oh well. He's going on his time lap now. First car out on track. Brakes into riches. Down 1 gear, down 2 gears. Back on the power. The car slides right a bit. Gears up into 5th. To defend his corner there as he breaks into Montreal. Down to 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Where do you put the power down? There. Mid corner. Go. Little Leach is out of track limits warning there, so that'll be his lap time invalid. Not the best start for Little Leach then. Louis Matt round Palmer. Gets that back end to come out just slightly there. Up into 4th gear. Down the straight sees Agostini. Where's he going to brake? Find your braking zone. Get into that rhythm. There he goes. Brakes into Agostini. Down in 2nd. A bit of a wider line. Possibly a bit wider than he'd have liked. Maybe that's his line. As he goes now into Palmer. Into Hamilton, sorry. Brakes into Hamilton, back end slides out a little bit into 4th, down the short straight to Oggies, hard on the brakes into 2nd, round Oggies he goes. Set yourself up for Williams now, stay left. Smithy's done with Little Leach. Anyone want a fan? I think Swim Fins might need a fan. As he comes out to Williams, down the Bentley straight now into 5th gear. Sooty Apex needs a fan. There you go, Smithy. You can cheer for Sooty Apex as he comes up to the Brundle Nelson left-right combination into 4th. Bit of power down to 3rd, 2nd. Try not to clip the sausage curb on the outside. Oh, Rover runs it on the curb there, touches the gravel, but nonetheless shouldn't harm him too much. Round the bomb hole. There you can see the corner for Coram. Does he lift off slightly? A bit of a slight lift off. Back on the power again. Slight lift off down to 4th. Car screaming for fifth, but he doesn't give it him. Down into second, and on the power as he goes through Murray's on the gravel a bit at the end. Probably didn't get off it as soon as he'd have liked. That might have hampered his lap here, but what's the time going to be? It will be a 1 minute 56.8. Tyler's gone pole at the moment with a 1:56.4. Louis Matt second. Monkey Boy then has done a 2 minute dead. Ben goes pole at the minute, half a second quicker. NJ's gone fourth, Mazda sixth, Dean Wasocki seventh. Where's Gary? Round Murray's he goes down the straight in the BMW. Has a bit more power in a straight line compared to the others. What's he going to do here? Gary 1:31. Second, 3/10, nearly 4/10 slower than Ben there. Well, that's all right for Gary. Got to get his start right in this race. He's lost more positions at the start than anyone, I'd reckon. But he's yet made them up throughout the race. Qualifying's complete. If you aren't on a second lap, unlucky to you. If you are, now's the time. Ben doesn't want a second lap. He's pitted. Gary does. Tyler's on one. Louis Matt's on one. NJ's on one. Monkey Boy is on it. Deeks, yes. Peaceful Explosion, yes. Mazda is on one. Dean Wasocki's on one. TMLS is on one. Swimfins is on one. In fact, no, I think he might be finished. Holty's on one, hasn't set a lap. Alfie hasn't set a lap. Neither has Little Leach. Now then, Deeks is pitted, so that's crucial. Tyler House and Louis Matt, the first two to cross the line. Tyler House would pass Louis Matt, so Tyler House will be first. Louis Matt touches the sausage curb. Tyler wide. That'll possibly ruin a bit of his lap time. If he was up, he'd lose a couple of tenths there. What can Tyler do? He's got to find half a second from somewhere. Louis Matt's got to find 8 tenths. NJ's only 9 tenths behind. The top 5 separated by less than a second. NJ's pitted. He's going no quicker. Louis Matt's round. He's done for this qualifying session. Tyler touches the sausage curb on 2 wheels. That's probably lost the momentum out the corner. Can he improve any as we come down the straight? Are we going to? No, don't think we do. Gary, game on. Can you find 4 tenths from somewhere and take pole position in the final round tonight? People improving, not many people changing places there. Mazda's in the pits, TMLS is in the pits, Deeks in the pits, NJ's in the pits, Ben's obviously in the pits. Gary, round Murray's for the final time. Power down. What can you do? Dean Wasocki's pitted. He's done. Monkey Boy and Peaceful Explosion swap for 6th and 7th. Can Gary find the time? Gary's done it by 2 tenths of a second, a 1:58.6, and it's pole position for Gary heading into the final round. The BTCC Blueprints Touring Car Group B Cup. Gary, get your start right, mate. This is the big one. A point behind Tyler and you've outdone him. So it's Gary on pole, Ben in second, Tyler House third, Louis Matt in fourth, NJ fifth. Little Leach in 6th, Peaceful Explosion 7th, Monkey Boy 8th, Deeks 9th, Mazda 10th, Dean Wasocki 11th, Alfie in 12th, TMLS 13th, Swimfins 14th, and Holty 009 15th. Couldn't get a timing. Gary, mate, you've done it again. You've nicked pole. Tyler says you'll be gone, but I don't want to be so certain, Tyler. Gary hasn't had the best starts all night. He's got to get his start right tonight. Should do in that BMW. But let's wait and see as we enter the final race tonight. So then, Gary on pole. What can you do from here, mate? 1 light, 2 light, 3 light. And it's go! Ben gets a great start, but Gary away well this time round. Tyler got a bit bogged down there. Ben and Gary got the jump on him at the start. Lou Matt looked a bit laggy going down the straight there, and Gary is away. Start well done. Does everybody get through turn 1 okay? Seems to be the case at the moment. Looks it so far. So it's Gary from Ben, from Tyler as we head into the Montreal hairpin. People defending, attacking. Louis Matt is hit. Who's that? Louis Matt hit someone wide there. Didn't quite see who that was. NJ's in 4th. He's managed to keep out of trouble this time. Louis Matt 5th. Monkey Boy in 6th. It was Little Leach. He's in 7th. Where is he? The camera's not picked him up. He's there. Monkey Boy. He's under pressure though. No. Little Leach is sick. That was Monkey Boy was on there. Sorry, I apologise. Louis Matt and Ben trading positions. So it's Monkey Boy 7th. Peaceful Explosion 8th. Oh, place is changing all over. I can't keep up. Dean Wysocki in 9th, not Deeks. Mazda right behind him. Dean Wysocki trying to defend there from Mazda. Peaceful Explosion has Deeks going up the inside, and Deeks does him. Good move there from Deeks. TMLS a bit behind him, must have had a bit of dramas. Oh, he's wide there. Alfie, then Holty, Swimfins at the back. But it's Tyler. He's 1.1 up the road already. It's Gary, sorry. He's 1.1 up the road from Tyler already. Tyler in 2nd. Ben's dropped down to 6th here, so not good for him. Gary from Tyler, NJ, Monkey Boy, Louis Matt, Ben, Little Leach, Dean Wysocki, Mazda, Deeks. Ben gaining a couple of positions here. He's up to 4th, down to 5th, 6th. Oh, it's all happening behind us. NJ up into 3rd. And Gary's gone in the BMW. I knew it to be strong round here. A lot of people in the Mercedes. Louis Matt doing well in the Opel Astra. Has Monkey Boy behind him though. Little Leach in 6th. Ben down to 7th. Oh, and that's a 3-way squeeze, and Mazda's past Dean Wysocki, and Dean Wysocki gets him back. Deeks on the outside of Mazda from the grass. What's going to happen here? I think Mazda has done Dean Wysocki. Ben's in the pits for a strange reason. Ben is in the pit, so did he jump the start? He got a good start, did he jump it? Mazda's been done by Deeks and Dean Wysocki there around the final corner. Oh, and Deeks has hit Dean! Mazda's caught Deeks! Dean's off! Deeks is off! Mazda kept going. Peaceful Explosion's got past, Deeks has got back going, Dean Wysocki trying to, but Alfie's passed him, Holty's passed him, TMLS has passed him, Ben has passed him out the pit, so Ben must have had a penalty there. Dean Wysocki hit there. Has his door come off? Something flew off the front of that car, or a car. That's TMLS in front going wide, but it's Gary near enough 2 seconds up the road. Tyler under pressure from NJ behind as they're coming round into, that's Hamilton. Tyler on the grass running a bit wide into Oggies. Is that NJ's presence being felt by Tyler? Tyler with a slowdown. NJ will pass, so Tyler has had to slow down through just running a couple of wheels off the track there. Monkey Boy in 5th, going strong again. Mazda now into 6th. Peaceful Explosion 7th. Louis Madden, Deeks have penalties. Would that be because Deeks hit Dean Wysocki, do you reckon? Ben in 10th, but don't forget, Ben did a drive-through for some strange reason. Gary slow through the Nelson corner. Tyler on the back of NJ, and that is Monkey Boy that looks to be on the back of Little Leach as they came through Nelson into the bomb hole. The camera's just trying to pick them up. There's an incident behind. Who's that? That's Louis Matt, Deeks. I think that's Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy's disconnected. We've lost Monkey Boy, unfortunately. Possibly a bit of lag. Not sure what that's caused that. We've lost Monkey Boy, unfortunately, but we're into 11 minutes to go, and it's Gary 131. 3 out of 4 wins so far tonight. He's 2.8 up the road from NJ, who's a second, 7/10 up the road from Tyler. Tyler's got to get his foot down. He knows his championship lead could be lost here in this touring car round. Little Leach in 4th, has a gap now. Monkey Boy's had his problem. Mazda in 5th, has Peaceful Explosion and Louis Matt behind for company. Louis Matt in the Astra, a bit slow in a straight corner as well. Peaceful Explosion on the back of Adam. Look at Mazda, sorry, looking up the inside at the Montreal hairpin, makes the move and manages to slow it down in time. Will he run Mazda out wide? Does. Mazda keeps his foot in. Louis Matt is there. Louis Matt around the outside of Peaceful Explosion, and Adam's kept the place. Where does Louis Matt go? He can't get it up the inside there. Flash of the lights, I do believe, there from Louis Matt. Has a penalty, though. Peaceful Explosion on the back of him. Well, like Peaceful Explosion just couldn't get a traction down out the corner. Oh, Mazda's run wide there. Peaceful Explosion up the inside of Louis Matt. And is he going to look up the inside of Mazda going into Hamilton? I think he is. He's there. He's done it. Mazda having to run wide. Peaceful Explosion runs wide there. Does Louis Matt take advantage of that? Peaceful Explosion now breaks himself, run wide. Louis Matt taps Mazda in the back. Oh, it's all going off here. Tyler up front, by the way, is past NJ. NJ's lost 3 seconds to Tyler, so probably a problem for NJ there. But it's Mazda out front in this little battle here. Brilliant. Dean Wysocki's come back up to 11th, so is that a problem for Holty? Alfie in last place for some reason. Don't know what's going off with Alfie. I think we've lost Alfie. Not too sure about that, but up front it's Gary. 3.5 second lead to Tyler. He's got a 2.8 second gap to NJ. NJ must have made a mistake somewhere to let Tyler back through. Little Leach, while this battle between Mazda, Louis Matt and Peaceful Explosions going on, Little Leach is going away. pulling away from these guys. And NJ, he's not catching NJ any, I'd say. NJ Span, thanks Smithy for that. But Mazda out the final corner, he's up to 5th now. Louis Matt in 6th, Peaceful Explosion 7th, Deeks in 8th. Ben feeling it's not gone right for him tonight, has it? Gone backwards again in this race. He's in 9th, TMLS is in 10th. Dean Wasocki trying to catch him down in 11th place. 8.5 minutes remaining. Holty in 12th, Swimfins in 13th. Alfie, I don't know, I think Alfie's on his roof. If I'm going to be honest with you, I do believe Alfie is on his roof. Yep, there you go, on his roof. That's why Alfie can't go in. Obviously no reset button for Alfie there. Gary has a 5.5 second gap up front. Then Tyler has a 2.1 gap to NJ. I think the closest battle is this Mazda, Louis Matt and Peaceful Explosion one. Good racing from Mazda tonight. Louis Matt has had an up and down evening. Obviously doesn't race the Porsches in the Ginetta GT4s, but he's back for the BTCC Blueprints Touring Car Cup here in Group B. Alfie has disconnected, unfortunately, so we've lost Alfie, we've lost Monkey Boy, unfortunately. But Mazda down the Bentley straight into the left right of Brundle and Nelson. He's got Louis Matt on his back. Louis Matt catches him slightly under braking there. Does he look to make a move? Probably not wise round here with that sausage curve there. Thinks better of it. He's too far back at the moment as the bumper flapping does Louis Matt. And for Mazda here, driving a good race so far. Louis Matt, Peaceful Explosion and Deeks has... Is that Deeks or Dean White? Deeks has penalties. Deeks been overtaken by Ben, so Ben is on the charge, trying to catch Peaceful Explosion to gain a few more points. 7 minutes to go in this race. Gary sets the fastest lap of the race over 1:55.6. He's over a second quicker than Tyler that last lap. Tyler pulled out a 10th on NJ. And Little Each actually caught them. Who's that running wide? Well, it's not Gary. Must be a back marker. Is that Swimfins? It was Swimfins getting out of Tyler's way. Finally he gets out of the way on this one. Tyler's got a gap to 2.6. NJ just keeping that gap to him. NJ spins! Oh, Tyler... Swimfin spins and NJ nearly caught him there. Hopefully he doesn't rejoin in an unsafe place. No, Little Each is through. Let's just go on board with Swimfins. Make sure he doesn't rejoin unsensibly. Stays left as Mazda and Louis Matt coming through then. This is the battle at the minute between these two. The Mercedes of Mazda, the Opel Astra of Louis Matt. Peaceful Explosion has gone off the back of these two. So these two have managed to gap him. Look at the way Louis Matt catches under braking there in his Astra. That front bumper still flapping around. Absolutely fantastic racing here at Snetterton in the THR Racing Touring Car League. Louis Matt having a look. He's too far back at the minute though. Oh, PlayStation crash from Monkey Boy. Unlucky, mate. Going strong tonight, good racing from yourself. But the action continues on the Bentley straight. Louis Matt's just dropped off the back of Mazda for a minute there. We'll recombat that one as Ben has done Peaceful Explosion. Ben is up to 7th. Ben feeling 97 in 7th place. Trying to hunt down Louis Matt and Mazda now. That might be the only two places he can get in this race from here. 5 seconds he's got to go up the road though. So Ben into 7th. Points, damage limitation for him. Deeks, TMLS, Peaceful Explosion and Louis Matt with penalties. Dean Wasocki has a penalty now as well. So not going well for them guys tonight. You see more penalties in the touring car battle than what you do in any other. Thanks for spotting that out, Smithy. NJ on the back of Tyler. What's going to happen here? We've got 5 minutes under now going. 3/10 is the gap. Where does NJ look? Where can NJ do it? Looks into Montreal but thinks better of it. Tyler took the racing line through there. Didn't want to defend, didn't think NJ was going to make the move, and NJ wisely didn't. That could have ended up being a disaster there. Louis Matt, I can tell you, has done Mazda in the battle we was just watching. Mazda may get that back through the penalty of Louis Matt, but he'll have to start to keep his eyes in his mirror for Ben charging from behind. NJ though, 5/10 to Tyler. Gary's just gone here, 9.5 seconds up the road. He's absolutely gone. No real other battles on track. It's probably the closest one other than the Louis Matt Mazda one. But this is a battle for second. This is a battle for, if NJ can pass him here, not only will he gain some points on Tyler in the championship himself, but Gary will pull that gap even further in the title race. 7 tenths is the gap, so not a good middle sector for NJ. Tyler's had a decent one, pulled out a couple of tenths there on him. Mazda has a penalty now himself. That's not good in terms of what's going to happen. Gary, you're right, Smithy. Gary's been crazy tonight. He's not finished lower than second. What results this is for Gary? Tyler, 7 tenths up the road. NJ into Brundle, then right into Nelson. Try not to clip that sausage curb. Well done for both Tyler and NJ there. You've seen Louis Matt there in the background. He's in his little own race here. NJ really on it. Really wants to make up for what has been a bad night for himself. Oh, Tyler touches the sausage curb. That's going to lose the momentum out the corner. NJ will have it. He might get the slipstream down the straight. He's half a second behind. Tyler weaving left and right. Is he getting temperature and temp tyres? NJ flashing, saying, oi, I'm here. And he's looking up the inside. No, thinks better of it. Tyler doesn't defend the corner. NJ right there. Where does Tyler defend into Montreal? He hasn't yet. Does he now? He thinks about it, but NJ's looking on the brakes. Ooh, had to slow it down to not touch the back of Tyler there. NJ's not giving up on this second place. He knows it's up for grabs. He's seen Tyler make the mistake. NJ wants the place from him. Into Palmer. NJ all over the back of Tyler here. Can he do it going into Agostini? Will he set him up for Hamilton or Oggies? Ben locking up the brakes a bit. Tyler locking up the brakes a bit there. Apologies. NJ just dropped back off him a little bit there. Again, Tyler gets this middle sector just right that he can pull a bit of a gap out. Oh, but NJ's caught him through. Hamilton there. Looks to Oggies. Tyler defends well. Runs a little wide. NJ up the inside. Can he keep it there into Williams? If he can, he'll be up the inside of him onto the Bentley straight. Tyler wide. It's side by side going onto the Bentley straight. Tyler holds a position at the minute. Who's going to be brave enough going into Brundle and Nelson? Tyler pulls back in front. Here we go. NJ doesn't dive into the slipstream. He's keeping that line. Tyler's keeping right, pulls back across. Into Brundle we go. Watch out for that sleeping policeman again. Nobody touches it this time. NJ and Tyler on the power. Little each catching in the background. You can see he looks closer. 1 minute 30 to go. Gary's going to come round Murray's and start what will be the final lap of the race. 10 seconds clear is Gary. NJ's going to have one lap here. One chance to do it. Tyler holding very well indeed, Smithy. You're right. Breaking into Murray's. Tyler misses the sleeping policeman this time round. Gets a better run out to Murray's there. And here goes NJ. Down the straight. He's got one lap to do it. He knows he's only got one lap to do it. Little Leach has picked up a penalty. His number's just gone red. The only people without penalties: Gary, Tyler, NJ, Ben, Holty and Swinfins. Any other battles about? Not really. Louis Matt's dropped Mazda a bit. Ben's not really caught onto the back of him. Deeks and Peaceful Explosion. Peaceful Explosion's actually just past Deeks, so a little battle there maybe. But this is the one we want to watch. This is the one for second place. These are where the points count as they go through Palmer. NJ is all over the back. Tyler flashing. NJ flashing. I'm here. I know. That's what they're saying to each other. Tyler brakes, catches him up under braking, runs a little wider out. NJ, I do apologise. It's all go here tonight at Snetterton around the 300 circuit. NJ catching him. There is a back marker. Keeps out the way well. Doesn't get in trouble this time. Doesn't cause an upset for the podium. NJ all over the back of Tyler as we go through Oggies into Williams. Where is NJ going to set him up? Will he set up? Will he settle for the points? He's gone onto the Bentley straight. It's do or die. Running out of time, NJ is now. Tyler managing to keep a 2/10 gap to him here. Gary's gone. Gary's coming round the bomb hole now. He's probably going to win. Well, he's not probably. He has won this race. NJ pulls right. Tyler on the inside. Can NJ keep it there? Into Nelson. No. Looks to get a better run out the corner. We're into the bomb hole. There's only 3 corners left. NJ looking round the outside. What's going to happen here? Tyler keeps defending well. Going into Coram. NJ looks to go up the inside. Can't do it. Oh, it's all go into the final corner of Murray's. Get your exit right, lads. Try not to touch that second curb. They don't. Tyler comes out. Gary wins it by a landslide. Absolutely well done to Gary tonight. Fantastic. Tyler with a flash. NJ with a flash. Brilliant racing, boys. Tyler second. NJ third. Oh, what a race. Gary 131 has won 4 out of 5 races. Absolute fantastic. Thank you, Mark, for the excellent words for the commentary. And I'm sure Gary will appreciate the words as well. NJ Tyler, brilliant racing there. Little Each takes a 4th. Louis Matt takes 5th. Ben takes 6th. Drifting it over the line in style. Don't know what happened to Mazda then. Mazda drops back to 7th. Strong Artin on his debut. Peaceful Explosion. We pick him up. Thanks for the flash, Peaceful. Brilliant driving from you tonight. Deeks will take a 9th. TMLS comes round to Murray's. On the brakes here in the Astra. Here comes TMLS. A lonely race. Flash of the lights, mate. Well done. P10 for you, buddy. Dean Wisocki, he's down the straight as well. He'll take an 11th place. I'm sure he won't be happy and he'll have something to say about Deeks' incident early on. Holty gets a 12th. Swimfins finish 13th. Well, give you a run through again here quickly. Gary, 4 out of 5 wins. Absolutely brilliant. Tyler House takes a podium from NJ. Quality racing till the end. Little Each with a 4th. Ben 5th. Louis Matt 6th. Mazda 7th. Peaceful Explosion 8th. Deeks 9th. TMLS 10th. Dean Wisocki 11th. Holty 12th. Swimfins 13th. Absolutely fantastic racing from start to finish in every competition tonight. Absolutely brilliant. I'm glad you could all be with us. Thank you to BTCC Blueprints, the BTCC chat, the Hard Compound, the Tin Top Racing UK, the guys was in the chat earlier. Thank you for being here. Also the Regesta Ginetta Junior sponsors. Thank you to all the sponsors of the THR Racing League. Absolutely brilliant racing. Driver of the day has to be Gary. Lowest finish of second. 4 out of 5 wins. What a night for him. He will he'll gain points in all these championships here. Surprise winner in Mazda in the first Ginetta race, and a surprise pole sitter for Monkey Boy there. But from all the sponsors and everybody, don't forget tomorrow night, I believe Ben Phelan will be doing the commentary tomorrow night on the stream, same channel. Join us for Group A, 8 o'clock, where hopefully we can do as good a job as everybody else. And from me, THR Racing, and everybody who's watched and been a part of this racing, it's been fantastic to have you here. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.